Welcome to Don Odeshu Field at Stadium 76. It's Merced College Blue Devil football on NorCal Sports TV. I'm Levi Flores along with my dad, Justin Flores. Merced coming into the game at 3-2 while the visiting Foothill Owls 3-0.
Going to be a wonderful game. Here we are once again looking for Merced to continue this new winning streak they're on after a victory a week ago. But 2 weeks ago, a devastating loss, a stunning loss to a ranked team in Feather River, losing by 1 point in the final 5 minutes. It wasn't like Merced gave up, but I'll tell you, Merced had a commanding lead during that game, and then Feather River was just able to compensate and get 3 straight scores late in the game for that win. So the 2 losses that Merced has suffered have been against teams that have been in the mix, and Merced, though, manhandles any team when they don't lose. Just a week ago had a big victory against Yuba City.
That was 42-10 victory for Merced, and coming into this one, the overall record for the teams in general. So Merced has lost 6 games and only won 1 against Foothill in the team's existence.
Okay, and you mentioned Foothill coming in with an undefeated record at 3-0. They're hungry. They want to try to squelch Merced once again here at home, but Merced doesn't lose very many games at home consecutively.
And just like 2 weeks ago where Feather River was a ranked team, so is Foothill coming into this one. They are ranked number 24, 3-0. They haven't played as many games as a lot of other teams, but they are still undefeated nonetheless. And for this, the 24 ranked spot, they're just in the mix. 25 is the maximum. Merced gets a few points in the rankings, but not enough points to actually be ranked. And maybe with a win here, they can be ranked. But more pregame show coming up after this on NorCal Sports TV.
This broadcast of Merced College football is brought to you by Merced College, Dignity Health, Golden Valley Health Centers, and the NCSTV Summer Basketball Camp. This broadcast of Merced.
3 minutes till game time. Ryan Kraft right there as one of the captains for Merced College, one of the key players for the Blue Devils.
You think everything's just riding on his shoulders, but I'll tell you, this team rallies, and with the offensive line giving the protection that gives him the opportunity to look downfield for the open man, the one thing I do like about Merced, they may have a big depth chart with a lot of players. Every single player, though, has stepped up when they are in the game, so we're looking forward to a great game for Ryan Kraft. On the opposite side, Ajon Johnson is the quarterback for Foothill. He's the guy to keep an eye on today for Foothill as they take the field. He seems to be the fellow that carries them, but he is 6'2", all of 200 and something pounds. Like, just when you see him on the field, you're going to say that looks like a middle linebacker, and yet he's playing quarterback.
And Ajon Johnson, for just Foothill in general, although a lot of it is for Johnson, passing yards per attempt, first in the state with 11.6 yards. Passing yards per completion, 19.8, first in the state as well. Then we move over to Merced with Ryan Kraft. He's 4th in passing yards per completion with 16.2. And then you look at the rushing. One of the big players, Justin Incomprero, rushing yards, 1,148 on the season. Absolutely incredible for one of these smaller teams.
Yeah, he has been in beast mode, as you say, and he's one of the top-ranked rushers in the state. And you say this from this team of Merced, who has not quite cracked the bubble to get into the ranked system, but they are right there. Every single game, they are just about there. And so today, with another ranked team coming into Merced, they don't want a repeat of what happened 2 weeks ago. They want to jump in, get quick, get early. The only thing that creates when you jump on and you get early and you go up fast, your defense is going to find themselves out on the field a lot. And so the conditioning of the defense to stay true, to stay in their game, stay in their positions is what's going to make it or break it for Merced today.
And we look back 2 weeks ago, once again, September 25th against Feather River right here at Merced College. It was 30-10 with 5 minutes, 17 seconds left, and Feather River was able to get the ball, go down and score, which was pretty impressive for the Feather River team after what the Merced defense did for them. But then it just didn't stop after that. It was score, 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 21 straight points with 5 minutes, 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. If you want to go see that, it's on demand anytime on NorCalSportsTV.com or on YouTube at NorCalSportsTV.
Yeah, momentum shift went hardcore. I've never seen it swing so hard. We had called the game with 5 minutes left, saying, man, barring any miraculous things that might take place, we figured the game was in the can for Merced, and it was just an unfortunate situation for Merced. But for Feather River to continue their stretch and to stay in the ranked, pulling off the victory.
Fall day in Merced, 67 degrees, nice weather for Merced, although looking at Foothill coming from the Bay Area, they're used to playing in this cooler weather, so it might be an advantage for them coming here to Merced where it's similar weather from where they're from.
Yeah, no kidding. The only thing that could be a detriment to them and an advantage for Merced, we have drier conditions here. We don't have the humidity like the Bay Area does, but yes, you're right. The temperature conditions and everything are just ripe for the team that hails from the Palo Alto area.
Taking a look at the paper, which we like to do very often, and we're never right about at the end of the game, but taking a look, Foothill, 34 points per game, 233 yards allowed, rushing allowed 85, and then passing 147, and only 15 points allowed per game. Very similar on the Merced side, where they score 33 points a game to the Foothill 34, so that's only 0.8 of a difference. And then points allowed for Merced, 17.8 to the Foothill 15. Very, very similar. Foothill likes to pass, and Merced obviously likes to rush with their number one ranked running offense. Rushing yards per game, they're fourth, rushing attempts sixth, but rushing yards first and rushing touchdowns second for Merced. So they're really at the top in that rushing game, and I just assume that Justin Incomprera, one of the top rushers, is going to do it again this game against Foothill.
Yeah, that's what we're looking forward to watching. On paper, it matches up. We'll see exactly how it plays out as we got the kickoff here just about to happen.
Blue Devils to receive the kick from number 17, Ty Goldsbury. Making his way right side, tackled down at about the 25-yard line. Looks like number 9, Demondre Evans.
Not a bad run, big pickup, but to the 25, a 19-yard run back.
And we will see our first look at the Merced College Blue Devil offense. Ryan Kraft out there in the gun. From the 25, high snap over the top, in some trouble. Ryan Kraft going to pick it up at the 5 and being dropped down. A huge loss for Merced starting the game.
You know, I mentioned that offensive line that protects him. And I know he was hungry looking at his receivers because he was looking to throw here on first down, but that ball, I think our center may have had a little too much Wheaties this morning. He had some power behind that snap.
In a different formation now as Incapera gets it right up the gut, and he will be stopped right at the line of scrimmage for no gain. As now even in a tougher situation, being third and very long.
And we're going to give them a couple of yards, but yeah, third down and about 27.
See the same formation from the previous play. Kraft in the gun, 3 receivers to that left side, and he will look for them as he keeps it up the middle. He loses the ball on the ground, and nothing but Owls there to pick it up. And that'll be stopped at the 10-yard line as number 7, Trayshawn Bishop, the defensive back for Foothill, picks it up.
Yeah, unfortunate there. The quarterback keeper and Kraft just losing the handle on it. For a minute there, I thought they were going to give it back to Merced, but
and so the Foothill offense will take the field just seconds into the first quarter, and they'll have it at the Merced College 11-yard line. So now we get to see one of the top quarterbacks, Ajon Johnson, out of Menlo Atherton High School. And they will play the pistol formation. Keyshawn Ashford behind him. Bootleg right side, looking to throw in some trouble as the defense gets a hand on him. And he throws into the back of the end zone for an incomplete pass.
You know, I mentioned his size earlier. He's 6'2", 210 pounds. He's built like a middle linebacker, so being out there, he kind of towers over everybody. He can look downfield. He had a couple of receivers possible in the end zone, but I think he actually wisely threw that a little high and out to get the incomplete since he was being chased down for a possible sack. But that's because of his height and his size. He has that heads-up look and was able to throw in an area that he would not get dinged for. But as you see in the first play from scrimmage, his size and the advantage he has when he's out there.
Quarterback keeper left side. He'll get past that line of scrimmage all the way down to the 5 before being pushed out by the Merced defense.
A design play. He was running from the go. He wasn't looking upfield to pass at all. He tucked that thing away and was on the run trying to get to the outside.
That was Nick Aguilera with the stop for Merced, making sure that Johnson would not get into the end zone.
You know, and just like that, after 2 plays, it's 3rd down and 5. They've got great field position, obviously, because of the fumble recovery inside the red zone. But here they are after just a couple of plays. They're actually going to mark that at the 5, so 3rd down and 4.
Plenty of options on the field. 2 receivers both side, back in the pistol. Last time he rolled out to the right, staying in the pocket, end zone. Touchdown, Foothill. 6 quick points on the board for the Owls.
Jaden Staggers, the receiver. Quick pass thrown like a bullet on the inside. And a quick strike for Foothill.
Goldsbury to kick the extra point attempt. And that one is through the upright. 7-0 Foothill up over Merced on NorCal Sports TV.
How was camp for you, Blake?
It was really fun.
Yeah. What was your favorite part of NorCal Sports TV's summer basketball camp?
The atmosphere. Just being out here, feeling close to nature. Like, I woke up in the morning from getting my award for the 6 a.m. practices. I woke up in the morning, I saw 3 deer just pass by. I got a video. It was really cool. And I love the atmosphere. I love the coaches. I love everybody here. Everybody's here to get better. Everybody's here to have fun. And, you know, I like the competitiveness as well. So.
This broadcast of Merced College football is brought to you by Merced College, Dignity Health, Golden Valley Health Centers, and the NCSTV Summer Basketball Camp.
A tough start for the Merced College Blue Devils, giving it up on their first offensive drive. A fumble recovery by Foothill, leading to a 5-yard touchdown pass as DeMondre Evans will bring it back for Merced again on this one, but being taken down even quicker down at the 16.
Starting about the same spot as the initial kickoff at the 5, this time to the 11, like you said, not getting as much yards. But now we'll hope that Blue Devils now have got the jitters out of their system after that first series and that fumble that they had. And you mentioned Foothill with a 5-yard pass. They only ran 3 plays to go 11 total yards to get that touchdown. And, of course, the PAT was good, putting them up 7-0. So here comes Kraft and company.
Two receivers both sides, plenty of options once again. And there's Incomprera finding his way right side, and he gets a few yards.
Yeah, nice little run.
On the offensive possession for Foothill, number 9, Jaden Staggers, was the one who actually caught the ball and went in for the touchdown. He's actually listed as a defensive back position, only had 1 reception previously for 49 yards, and that's all he's had on the season. He did not get the touchdown with those 49 yards, but he did on that previous one on the short pass.
Yeah, he just ran that inside route against that man-to-man defense.
Finally seeing the arm of Ryan Kraft, but being taken down before he has the chance, back behind the original line of scrimmage.
You know, he had so much time to throw the ball and looking downfield. Great defensive coverage by Foothill. Kraft just wisely held on to it. But I'll tell you, that offensive line for Merced, when they're clicking, they give him all the time he needs. There's only so much time they can give him. And unfortunately, that time, Foothill's defense and the coverage on the receivers was too much for him to attempt to throw.
He has an empty right side, 3 receivers left. Taking his time once again, deciding to take it himself, left side, and being hit only for a gain of 1.
Yeah, right now Foothill pulling out all the stops. It's as if they've just really watched the film on Merced, knowing what they're going to do. Kraft not having a lot of options. Even when it looked like he had an open field to run, maybe get 5 yards, he didn't quite get there other than to the original line of scrimmage, and a quick 3-and-out for the Blue Devils on their second possession.
Dasani Tate back to punt for Merced. And the receiver back at the Foothill 45. High punt launching all the way down to the 45, exactly where he was at, and that'll roll out of bounds down at the 35.
Yeah, nice punt. Tate with the foot on it. Kept it away from the runner. So we'll see what Foothill can do from their own side of the field here with a lot of field coverage in front of them.
It's a whole different game when you need to go this much further to score. More options to run, but also the defense knows exactly what they're going to do. Johnson sticking in the pistol, man in motion left to right. And another handoff, finding his way through the hole all the way down for a first down before taking it into Merced territory.
Yeah, you talk about a hole. He was weaving left, right, and finding every which way he could. And whatever green grass was clear without a defender, he was finding it as he just picked up about 16 yards on first down, giving him a lot of room and into Merced territory at the 48.
One play and a first down for Foothill.
And he gets 16 yards on first down.
Johnson has the option, hands it off. And he finds a big hole once again, finding his way down the left side, out at the 30.
Well, he went right last time. This time he goes left. And right now exposing some defense, right?
Another big first down for Foothill.
That's Keyshawn Ashford who's taken those last 2 runs. (19 and 16). He just picked up 35 yards on 2 runs, and he's in the tailback position again here.
And gives it to him again, but this time the defense is there.
Well, we know one area they can't run. Don't go center. Defensive for Merced was there to stop him that time.
About 3 yards on the carry, so 2nd and 7 into Merced territory. Foothill has a lot of passing yards per game, although we haven't really seen the arm from Johnson yet. They haven't had a lot of opportunities either, but now they're just pounding the ball with the run game.
Keep it on the ground, let the clock run. And if you're going to pick up 16-plus yards on it.
Play action, rolling right side. Johnson short flick pass. Caught and for the first down.
Open field tackle, trip up by Randy Lozano, but the runner was able to stay on his feet and get those extra yards, like you said, for the first down. Right now, things are just really working for Foothill.
That was Jordan Spalding, the 6-foot tight end player out of Pioneer. Now inside the red zone for Foothill, close to where they started on the previous possession after the forced fumble.
I mean, they've gone 46 yards on 3 plays.
Up the gut once again, down to the 11 for another 7-yard gain.
Yeah, it's Ashford once again. Right now the workhorse for Foothill and the Owls. And 2nd down and 3 at the 11 gives them a lot of options here.
Sticking with that pistol formation, plenty of options to where the quarterback could run it as well, as Ashford all the way down to the 5. Time after time again, Ashford just taking yards.
It's been all Ashford except for that short pass. 5 plays, one of them a pass that was complete to number 12, Jordan Spalding. Otherwise, it's been all Ashford here on this drive.
High snap, but taken well by Johnson. Another handoff, only about a gain of 2. Once again, Ashford. And Ashford, he's a sophomore running back, but he's not even the main option for Foothill. Gabe Herrera, number 6, who I'm sure we'll see later in the game.
He just now came in. He just replaced Ashford.
And we'll probably see him here is my guess. But Keyshawn Ashford, sophomore running back, all 3 games played, 32 rushes, 134 yards, 44 yards per game. As we will now see Gabe Herrera behind Johnson. And there is Herrera right down the middle, finding his way to the 1, fighting for the end zone. And touchdown Foothill.
Herrera comes in and runs a 5-yard play for the touchdown.
4th touchdown on the season for him, an average of 6 yards, and exactly 6 yards that one went. Foothill now up 13-0. And Ty Goldsberry able to put it to 14. The snap, kick, and the hold. And another one good. 14-0. Foothill Owls up over the Merced College Blue Devils on NorCal Sports TV.
My favorite part was just competing and meeting new people. You know, I'm always with my team, like practicing in high school. So it was good to come out and meet new people and play against them and and meet some college coaches.
And the dribbling with the Sacramento Kings coach, that was really fun. Meeting new people. Making new friends. The games. I love playing games, yeah.
Just to be able to practice on my moves.
My favorite part of camp is meeting new people. I've made a lot of friends so far. It's a real great experience here.
Bit too powerful. 1 second. Has another shot. Puts it up to end the game. Nails the 3.
The crowd
Here is
goes
Shiner
wild.
for 3. Yes, look at this. Everyone coming over to congratulate.
Literally, ball in the air as the buzzer went off.
Do you have the chills? I have the chills.
I definitely
Look
got
at that.
the
I got the
chills.
goosebumps.
I really did too.
The Foothill Owls with a strong showing in the first quarter, 14-0 with 7 minutes still left to go. DeMondre Evans with another kick return, finding his way to the 23 before being taken down. Another big return. Foothill says the ball is out. We'll see what happens with the refs now.
Foothill says they have it. It looks like they're giving it to them. Oh, Merced. They're going to call it Merced. So Foothill went 7 plays, 64 yards for that last touchdown, and the lead at 14-0 with the PAT good. We saw Herrera come out for a 5-yard run on the TD, but it was all Ashford for Foothill doing most of the running for them to go that 64 yards. And now Merced needs to get some momentum back in their favor here.
Kraft looking at his options, and a handoff to Incomprera finds itself for a 2-yard gain. talking to one of the Merced coaches before the game, he said that we really just want to run the ball down their throats, but I think they might have to look for a few different options.
You know, you never know. When you see these teams, you get the film on them, right? And you watch the film and you go, but the season is still early, and they're throwing players out there that we hadn't seen much of. And maybe from the defense, you know.
Tight offensive formation, deep pass right side, over the hands, looking for a call, but nothing there as the pass drops incomplete.
Ezra Morales, looking back, had a good chance at that. And a nice pass by Kraft. And again, the offensive line giving him the time to look downfield and find the open man. And a couple more of those. Merced can be back into this.
Taking their time, Kraft in the gun. Looking at that passing option again, 2 defenders flying through that line, and Kraft slides and a foul for the late hit as he gets the first down.
Might have just been incidental from my eyes, but you know the referees know and see more, but good job for Kraft. He got the first down, he slid.
And there is a flag on
Merced
the field.
making their first conversion, first down in 3 possessions so far today.
Penalty number 32.
We'll get a couple extra yards on the end of that run.
First down.
Whether Kraft got the first down or not, they're still going to get the yardage all the way into Foothill territory.
Yeah, that was a big
15-yard penalties for the unnecessary roughness. And Kraft will be alone in the backfield. 5 receivers out for Merced. Looking right, Morales caught at the 45, fighting for more, but plenty of owls there to stop him. He fights down to about the 41.
Nice run for Morales. Not slowing down, keeping his feet moving. Just because he was wrapped up, he drew and brought a couple owls with him for a couple extra yards. And now Merced doing what Foothill's been doing, a hurry-up offense.
Trips to the right side. Incomprera will take it past the 40. Not quite to the first down.
Trying to throw Foothill off their game a little bit there, trying to go with a hurry-up offense and maybe go on that weak side.
And pay attention to number 87 now, for Merced, Mateo Brinson, one of the tight end players. He will be on that left side of the line.
Yeah, they got a couple of their big tight ends out there, too. Number 85 is also in it. Daniel Rowlett.
And another handoff to Incomprera, who fights for the first down.
Nice blocking game by those big boys, 85 and 87 up front that you said were lining up there, possibly looking for that pass, maybe Foothill looking for that too, but all they needed was the couple of yards. So right now, Merced going with the safe game, getting the yardage they need, now with a fresh set of downs. Starting to make some moves now in the 6th play of the drive. They started from their own 25.
And Rowlett, the other tight end, comes out of the game, but Brinson stays in. You see him lined up on that left side, moving from left to right, and Comprera up the middle and stopped at the line rather quickly. And a Merced offensive lineman still on the ground, slow to get up. That is number 79, Braden Zolkowski.
Yeah, there was a big huddle there as the ball carrier got into that area. And so without him in the game now, another player filling in for him. Merced's going to want to keep that strong offensive line to give Kraft time to look upfield and find the open man.
Foothill looking for the 4-man rush on the line. And flags down, most likely on the offense, since they called the play dead. And yep, a false start on Merced. That's 5 yards back, 2nd and about 13 for Merced now.
A little bit of movement on the line prior to the snap, unfortunate for Merced, but a 2nd down, 13 from the 40 of Foothill. Again, they've ran 7 plays, started from their 25. It's their 3rd possession.
Incampera finds his way left side past the defensive line.
Couple of nice blocks and going to the outside. It was a nice run until he met at cornerback out there on the wide out.
Now third and about 5 at the 33.
Yeah, he got about 5-6 yards maybe on that play, so a big one here from Merced.
Rolling out to his right, has the receiver. It's DeMondre Evans for the first down inside the 20, staying on the feet, down to the 14-yard line.
Yeah, beautiful play, really well designed. It was intended for Evans to be out there in that open area, and Foothill kind of just let him drag out. Kraft was able to pick it up quick, and again, this is all thanks to that offensive line that holds back the defenders so that Kraft can get up and look for the man he's intending to pass to. And a wonderful play, and Merced now in their 9th play of the drive with a fresh set of downs in the red zone for the first time today.
Offensive lineman Braden Zolkowski back in there. Morales, Sprinson, DeMondre Evans, all receivers. RPO as Incampera gets a gain of 6.
Yeah, that was a nice play, too. A lot of blocking there. Comprero looking downfield, looking for the man that was going to block for him, and was able to get that 5 yards there. And 5 yards on first down gives him a lot of options here.
Switching out DeMondre Evans for Daniel Rowlett. Another tight end. So Morales, Brinson, Rowlett, and Asani Tate, the options for the passing game, but still Incampera in the game. If he's in the game, you know that it's an option.
Right. And those tight ends there, as they line up on the left, the last few times have been used for a blocking scheme.
In some trouble, bootleg right side. Defense is there. Short pass. Rowlett catches at the 5 and incomplete as it falls out as he hits the ground.
Foothill was thinking they were loading up on that side for the running game. Instead, going to the weak side. Just out of bounds as he's sliding out. Couldn't get that 1 foot in.
3rd and 5 now for Merced. Kraft getting the call from the sideline. Plenty of options out there, receiver upon receiver.
You'll notice Mateo Brinson is out there.
Flag from the end zone and the sides.
This will be huge if it goes against Foothill.
That will be against Foothill. And they will take it down to the 5-yard line where that first down marker is, but still not moving the chains quite yet. So it's
not enough.
3rd and inches for Merced.
They needed 5.5 yards to go. The penalty gives them 5. But they get to redo 3rd down. So now, inside run, quarterback keeper, fresh set of downs, or do you go end zone? What do we do here?
Incampera up the middle, gets the first down, but not enough for the touchdown. So inside the 5, Merced knocking out the door.
That's it. Slow and steady. Winning the race right now. About the 13th play of the drive. They started from their 25. Controlling the clock in the game. They're down 14-0. First 2 possessions for Foothill have resulted in touchdowns. A fumble recovery and a punt is how Foothill has gotten the ball and marched it down in their first 2 possessions. But Merced finally putting together a series here.
Play action right side pass out of the hands of Rowlett, who is crossing left to right.
Just got to punch it in for 3 yards here.
Both Rowlett and Morales were there, although Ryan Kraft just threw it right in between them to the crossing Rowlett.
Yeah, just out of reach of the hands.
Second and goal for Merced, taking as much time as they can. Under 2 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Pitches it up the middle to Rowlett, and that's a touchdown for Merced. 6 points on the board. Shovel pass.
The 3-yard shovel pass threw off the defense. They were running with him as he was scrambling to the left, looking for maybe a handoff, that option for Kraft, and he saw his open receiver there, his tight end, and Merced just proved they can play ball against this Foothill team and even put it in the end zone.
Not the most successful play in football, but they made it happen for 6 easy points. And looking to make it 7 with the PAT, and off the right upright. We saw them do that in the pregame multiple times where they actually hit the uprights. Just happened to do it in the game again. So Foothill up 14-6, just under 2 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Merced putting their first points on the board, 6 points, unable to get that extra point attempt as the kickoff, one bounce out of bounds, and that'll be a penalty on the kickoff.
We haven't seen a run back yet for Foothill. An earlier punt by Merced stayed away from the runner, and this time the kick, unfortunately, going out of bounds, creating the penalty. But we haven't seen a run back from Foothill yet. Now, they've had the ball twice, thanks to a fumble recovery, which resulted in a touchdown. And then Merced had to punt it, which then gave it to Foothill. From their 36, they marched it downfield for a score, which gives them the lead here at 14. Merced, unfortunately, missing the extra point. That's what did it for them 2 weeks ago against Feather River. They lost by 1. They had one kick, one PAT. That was no good.
And Foothill is going to want the kickoff, so they're going to put the penalty
they want to run
and redo it again.
Yeah, they want a chance to run that ball. They want to show Merced what they can do. And so here comes the special teams now. They're going to have to step up and try to stop. We got Keyshawn Ashford. He's one of the kick returners, which we've already known can march down. He marched 35 yards on 2 plays on the previous series.
And a big kick all the way down to the 15. Huge for Merced, as they will trip him up at the 25, and the ball's out, but they're going to mark him down exactly at the 25-yard line.
Cody Chapman, beautiful tackle, open field, tripping up the runner, Wuda Ardwan. And a wonderful stop. And so Foothill's gamble in making Merced re-kick the penalty. Puts them at their own 24. Not bad place, but man, what an open field tackle and nice momentum change for Merced as well, as it got the team fired up after that tackle.
Johnson in the pistol. Play action in deep trouble, and he'll be taken down at the 15.
You can feel it. You can feel the energy as Merced's defense now stepping up just like the offense did. And that is a big stop, bringing down Johnson at 6'2", 210 pounds, who can really look upfield and see what's happening. But this time he didn't see anything he liked, decided to take the hit, and they find themselves now second down and 19.
A huge stop by the defense. We'll see if they can keep that going here, as Johnson will be alone in the backfield. 3 receivers left, 2 to the right. Johnson, quarterback draw, straight up the gut, down to the 21.
Nice run, still brings up 3rd down and long, about 12 to go.
We may finally see the arm of Ajon Johnson now in that 3rd down territory with quite a bit to go. He has 58% pass completion, 39 of 67 on the year, and he has 11.4 yards per attempt, and that's just about what they need to get the first down here.
Yeah, something mid-range, something that his runner can take with him.
And here's the arm, fakes that one. Rolling right side, the pass, wide open receiver, caught at the 46, splitting defenders down to the 40, staying all the way down inside the 40.
Wow, the pump fake. We got flags back at the 29. This might be coming back.
getting the call from the head official, and that will be against Foothill. And it's a sideline warning, so they will get the first down. And that penalty will be tacked on at the end of the run. End of the reception, excuse me.
Right. Well, you said we might see this arm now with this play, 3rd down and 12. He got a lot more than the 12 he needed. He found a man that had just beat the secondary behind him and put the ball right where it needed to be.
Another handoff right before the first quarter ends, and he will find a few yards as they will switch from right to left, going left to right in the second quarter as Foothill is up 14-6 on NorCal Sports TV.
What's your favorite part of this camp so far? My favorite part is meeting new people, such as teammates and old friends that came earlier.
I really like the one-on-one training. The coaches really tried to get the connections with the kids during the camp, so I think that was a really good part of it.
I liked the drills, the ball handling drills and shooting drills.
I think, one thing that's very underrated here at the camp was meeting new people, because I thought personally there was going to be very little people here from all around here, but there's people from Oakland, there's people from Atascadero, way far, and just got to meet new people. I really liked it. I was enjoying it. It was fun.
The visiting Foothill Owls with a strong statement in the first quarter, going up 14-6 against the home field Merced College Blue Devils.
Capitalizing on a fumble recovery and a punt return to go up early 14-0. Merced's third possession, though, they ended up marching down 75 yards to get the touchdown. But now Foothill threatening once again.
Converted on the 3rd down passing attempt for a huge gain, needed about 11 and got plenty more as we see another handoff spinning all the way through, just shy of the first down. But Ajon Johnson, who's one of the better quarterbacks that we've seen in the JUCO league, not really showing off his arm quite yet.
No, he doesn't need it right now when he's got a running back like Keyshawn Ashford, who has seen some gameplay. We were looking forward to seeing Gabe Herrera, who is their game player. But again, this is what teams do, right? They know the teams are watching film. They know that they're expecting Herrera to come out there, and instead they have a Keyshawn Ashford, who is just a workhorse, who has pulled over 60 yards already in 4 carries here in the first half.
Johnson again from the pistol. And there's Ashford for the first down and plenty more as he gets inside the red zone.
I mean, he's picking up 10-plus yards almost every carry here. I mean, all he needed was 2, and he's just bragging out there right now is what he's doing.
Foothill gets 134 rushing yards per game and then 263 passing yards. So when are we going to see that arm from Johnson besides the one play on this drive in the first quarter?
That wasn't enough for you?
No, not enough for me. So we will see the Owls now inside the 20. 1st and 10 from about the 17-yard line. Staying in the huddle this time. They usually pick it up, hurry it up, so I'm interested to what we may see here as they're in that same formation, 2 receivers on both sides, although one of them is a tight end off that left end. A bad snap. Ends up Johnson intercepted at the 10. Picked off by number 32 from Merced, Ulyss Dixon.
Nice pick. Watching, staying in his zone.
See him rolling to that right side, and the defense was there on him, stretching all the way out. I'm sure that stretched out his back as he got both hands on that one, turning it back over to Merced.
And, of course, in college ball, hitting the ground, you are down. He wanted to jump up and run, but he was down. But a wonderful play, heads up, and Merced escaping because that is the first series we've seen today that Foothill did not get a touchdown.
And Ryan Kraft will take a seat on the bench and let number 2 quarterback Jacob Betancourt, number 11, who's out there now in the gun, throwing first one and intercepted, back-to-back interceptions as it's in and out of the hands of the receiver, and he will take it down the left side, fighting back into the red zone, one play after another.
Well, that bounced off the intended receiver right over his arms and into his hand. It just kind of it slowed the ball down. And so a nice interception there for
I really like the play action right inside the hands, and he was almost to that first down marker, although just couldn't get the hands strong enough onto the ball as it flopped out, and Foothill takes over once again at the 19.
Momentum shift after momentum shift. My heart can't take this anymore.
They need to give Betancourt another chance, too, on the next offensive drive, because that was a beautiful play, a beautiful option. It was inside the hands, although it's just the receiver couldn't quite hold on. Johnson again. Handoff. Not Ashford, actually. Excuse me.
That's Herrera.
Number 8, Herrera, and he fights inside the 5 before Merced can take him down.
Yeah, nice run. I mean, he's the reason. He's the one we had been watching and waiting for because he's been the real workhorse on the team. Number 6, Gabe Herrera, just picked up about 16 yards, almost got the touchdown there. So first and goal at the 3 for Foothill.
Merced looking for another big stop, but I doubt that Johnson and the Foothill team will pass it as they have plenty of guys down on the line. And Herrera finds his way left side into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls.
Yeah, he got the speed to get the end zone. He's fast, low to the ground, 2 plays, 19 yards, they're in.
20-6. Looking to extend that even more as Ty Goldsbury will kick the PAT. Nearly blocked, and Goldsbury able to kick that one through. 21-6. Merced looking to come back in the second quarter on NorCal Sports TV.
Bummer.
This broadcast of Merced College football is brought to you by Merced College, Dignity Health, Golden Valley Health Centers, and the NCSTV Summer Basketball Camp.
Merced College Blue Devil football on NorCal Sports TV. I'm Levi Flores along with Justin Flores, and the visiting Foothill Owls up 21-6 over the Blue Devils as we see DeMondre Evans with another kick return fighting his way past the 25.
Yeah, to the 27. Nice run, running hard. Merced is not necessarily playing a bad game. I mean, the first series, they coughed it up on a fumble, gave Foothill the ball deep in the territory, which they took advantage of and scored. Second series, they had to punt it away. Foothill took advantage of that and scored. Merced eventually scoring on a 75-yard drive. And then in the last possession, they got an interception from Foothill and turned around and Foothill got an interception back. But, I mean, they're not necessarily playing too bad here. They just need to put another good series together.
And Ryan Kraft is back out onto the field for Merced. And Kraft is an amazing quarterback as he hands it off to Incomprera, who finds his way down. Actually, excuse me, that's a new running back there. Romello Presley, who we've seen a lot before as well. But they let Jacob Betancourt, the number 2 quarterback, in on that previous drive. He threw an amazing pass, and it just slipped through the receiver's hands. But I really liked the pass. I liked the play, and it was just unfortunate that it came out to the defense. So I think that they should give Betancourt another chance. But for now, Ryan Kraft with the first down on the first play.
Yeah, we may do that. Merced may have to pull out some stops like that, just like seeing Presley here, two plays in a row into the outside, just like we're seeing Ashford for Foothill. What a run.
That was about 19-yard gain by Romello Presley. Back-to-back first downs for him.
You know, Foothill's bringing Keyshawn Ashford out, who we hadn't seen. Merced may not have seen a lot on film, and he's having an amazing game for Foothill. And they were ready for Incomprera. He's had a decent game so far. But here is Merced on this drive in 2 plays already in territory, Foothill territory.
3 receivers left, 1 to the right, and calling an audible from the sideline as Ryan Kraft will tell the offensive line there. We'll see what happens. Kraft throwing left side. There's Brinson. Brinson barreling through, and another first down, 3 in a row. 3 plays, 3 first downs.
They're getting 13-plus yards on every play, 2 run plays and a pass.
It's the first time we've actually seen Brinson with a reception this game, although he's been out there quite a bit. He only gets 3 receptions a game, not even that, actually 2.5. So I'm glad to see him out there and getting a first down. 2 receivers this time to both sides. Romello Presley to Kraft's left, and another audible coming from head coach.
Oh, well, they got Brinson here. It's not even covered on the left side, who just picked up 13 yards. I know the linebacker's looking for him. Now they're covering him there.
An incomplete pass to Dasani Tate.
That thing was thrown very hard, just low. Tate just couldn't quite hold on to it.
So 3 out of 4 plays, though, on this drive for Merced. Really good plays, and then finally just an incomplete pass, but hopefully it won't bring them down and they could get another completion here. 2nd and 10 now. Throwing left side to Sonny Tate. That time it's good, and a big hit from the defensive end as they throw the flag in.
Oh, and they also had a free play because they had the nose guard come in and encroach. So Kraft and the company took advantage of that, and I think they're also going to gain some extra yards on a late hit by the tackler for Foothill.
And it is inside the red zone, so it should be just about half the distance to the goal line, which will put them, according to where the flag is, probably about the 6-7 yard line.
And way to hold on to the ball as the pass was coming in hot with his back to the defender, knowing he was going to take a hit and holding on to it, Dasani Tate. And so Merced putting together a drive right now that they need the momentum and these little stoppage of the plays here. They need to be prepared, be talking with their coaches, have their play ready so when the ball is placed, they'll know what to do. And right now the refs are trying to figure out exactly what it is we're calling here.
And that will be the personal foul on the defense from that hit.
6th drive of the play. They started from their 27. Merced making moves. Trying to close the gap here.
Ball at the 8 yard line. And Romello Presley again, but met immediately at the line for no gain. And Dasani Tate on that last one, so he only gets 3 receptions per game, 15 on the season. And he gets about 49 yards per game as well within those 3 receptions.
Yeah, he's a solid player for him. And he's open out here man-to-man on the left side.
Here's another audible from the sideline. It's worked every single time that it has happened, but now 2nd and goal.
Yeah, a slant to Tate might pull it out for him here.
RPO option, splitting the defender, slips through, and the ball out once again, recovered by Foothill inside the 5.
That is extremely unfortunate.
The 2nd time Ryan Kraft has lost the ball.
Are they calling him down, or did they?
Nothing's happening on the field there. The offense and defense staying out there.
They're going to say his knee was down. Oh, boy.
Take a look at the replay. Ryan Kraft, you see him split that defender, make his way inside the 5. A big hit, and the ball came out. Not exactly sure what was happening there. Not sure what the call was, if they called him down, but he was a free player, and he takes it himself again inside the end zone, and the ball is out again.
Unless they're going to say he crossed the plane first, because he did cross the plane prior.
No indication by the referees yet. And
by the time the ball came out of his hand, he had
4th down at the 1.
Wow.
I'm still interested on that previous play. Ryan Kraft was still up on his feet, trying to get into the end zone. The ball clearly came out, and he was nowhere close to being down.
This is 4th down for Merced. 2 plays that look like Foothill had recovered fumbles. It looked like Kraft broke the plane on the last play before he went down too, but okay.
4th and 1, Kraft finding Presley, and Presley helmet off inside the end zone. Touchdown, Merced. Helmet flying off as the defense hits him and carries him into the end zone. Second touchdown for Merced. Now down by 9.
Wow. That is the hardest fought 73 yards on a 10-play drive I have seen in quite some time, ending with a dramatic helmet flying off. Presley hit in the backfield, scrambling and drawing and bringing the defense 4 yards. All he had to do was break that plane, and he held that ball out and showed that he had done that to get the hard 6. Not an easy game for Merced so far, but they're in it.
And Merced looking to go for 2 to get those 2 points back. Fakes the handoff, play action, in deep trouble, throwing into the end zone. Nobody there. Trying to find number 6, Michael Dinkins, who we haven't seen all season yet. And it falls another one incomplete for the extra point. So 21-12. Let's take another look at that Merced drive, just fighting play after play after play. They had 3 first downs in a row from the start, and then an incomplete pass to Dasani Tate. Right after that, another pass to Dasani Tate, which was good. Then a penalty, got him inside the 10. And then it was kind of downhill from there, where Ryan Kraft fumbled twice, but both recovered by Merced.
An incredible drive for Merced, indeed. The fact that they were able to even get that and punch it into the end zone.
And that was that first fumble. No idea what happened there, why the call did go back to Merced, because Foothill clearly recovered it on the ground. And then there's the touchdown from Romello Presley as his helmet flew off. Now back to the Foothill Owls as this kick high but quite short as it's recovered at the 20. And he has a huge hole, fighting past his way into Merced territory before being taken out of bounds.
Jaden Staggers picking up some big yards for Foothill here on that kick return. The one area that Merced seems to be struggling in is in the point after attempts, whether it's the kicks or the 2-point conversions. Going to be difficult to win games when you got the other team that's able to do it. But right now, Merced within 1 score here in the second quarter, finally getting back into the game, pulling off some big drives. They need to stop Foothill here as they did the last series with an interception before Foothill got an interception in return. But we know Merced defense can play against this team.
And here goes Johnson and Ashford back out there in the pistol. Johnson looking to throw. Here's the arm again. Deep down the left side. Has the receiver hands and incomplete as it drops out of the hands of number 8, Wuda Ardoin.
Man, he just chucked that thing. It looked like he just chucked it, but he actually put it right where it needed to be. That just was that was all receiver there. As Dad used to say, if it's in the hands, you should have it.
Absolutely, and he was the one that just had the kick return as well that brought him to the 48 in the first place, but unable to catch it inside the 5.
Well, there's the play you've been waiting for, Levi. You've wanted to see the arm. And we know he can put it in there where it needs to be.
Ardone on that left side again. Play action. Rolling right. And there's the defense taking him back down into Foothill territory.
So we saw Merced's defense do this on the last series. And when he is not and cannot see his receivers, he'll hold on to it and take the hit. And another big Merced defensive stop, which gives them even more breathing room. And right now, the Merced defense needs to put one more stop on Foothill to get this ball back with decent amount of time to try to equalize the score here before halftime.
13-yard loss on that sack as it's now 3rd and 23.
And a first time out of the game called here by Foothill.
21-12, 8 minutes left in the second quarter. NorCal Sports TV.
My favorite part was just competing and meeting new people. You know, I'm always with my team, like practicing in high school. So it was good to come out and meet new people and play against them and and meet some college coaches.
And the dribbling with the Sacramento Kings coach, that was really fun. Meeting new people, making new friends. The games, I love playing games, yeah.
Just to be able to practice on my moves.
My favorite part of camp is meeting new people. I've made a lot of friends so far. It's a real great experience here.
bit too powerful. 1 second, has another shot, puts it up to end the game. Nails the three.
The crowd
Here is
goes
Shiner
wild.
for three. Yes, look at this. Everyone coming over to congratulate.
Literally, ball in the air as the buzzer went off.
Do you have the
Beautiful
chills? I have the
finish.
chills.
I definitely
Look
got
at that.
the
I got the
chills.
goosebumps. A huge 13-yard sack by the Merced defense leaves Johnson at 3rd and 23. Another big play, pass over the top, intercepted. No, dropped at the very last second as it's now 4th and 23. The big arm from Johnson finally being showed off in the second quarter, but the receivers just can't seem to hold on.
Man, they had him open, and the defensive hit and possible interception is making for a very exciting game. Just for me being a Merced fan, I want to see Merced on top of the scoreboard, but that was huge. We just mentioned as we went into the break that they were going to need to do something big to stop them to force the punt. The first time today, Foothill will now have to punt to Merced, so momentum shift once again and a huge defensive stop, and very exciting to watch as Merced's defense is waking up against a rated team here, a ranked team. Foothill undefeated, 3-0 coming into this game.
Punting from the 25, and DeMondre Evans back at the 20 to receive. Two guys were there to stop him, though couldn't quite get the hand on it. Takes a Foothill bounce inside the 10, inside the 5, and a beautiful punt.
Yeah.
Huge, all the way down to the 3-yard line. He punted that from about the 27-yard line, so nearly 75 yards for him.
Merced's got a lot of work to do. We know in their first drive that they scored, they went 75 yards. They'll have to go 92 on this one, starting deep from their 2-yard line. And be careful, because Foothill's defense has shown they can pick off and they can sack. And Kraft is coming out at the helm to take the snap for Merced.
And along with him is Romello Presley, who we saw in the previous drive do plenty of things that we didn't see Justin Cabrera do.
Absolutely. This is just one of those games. It's just Presley's game. Just like for Foothill, it's been Ashford's game, who hasn't had a lot of play time but is doing some work for Foothill today.
Looking to throw on the first play, nearly intercepted, but drops out of the hands of the defensive back, number 55. That is Alapate Tuto.
That was a very dangerous pass by Kraft there as he threw into coverage. And evident, I think Foothill was even waiting for that pass on that side to Tate, because that was nearly picked off and probably should have been. Kraft usually a more careful quarterback. And just from our angle here, just looked very dangerous.
Looks like Romello Presley is having some trouble trying to figure out the play. He takes it right side for no gain. Saw him at the last second trying to move from left to right, and Kraft said, no, you're supposed to be right where you are. And I think that affected the play a little bit. And they're going to give him maybe a yard.
And so the third play of the drive here, after only moving 1 yard, Merced's going to have to pull something out of their bag of tricks here. The offensive line needs to give Kraft enough time to get a pass off. He's got his tight end Brinson out there.
A lot of times in this situation, they'll just try to do a running play and get the defense off their back for a punt, but this time it's a pass over the middle, caught, and fighting his way is Morales, and he gets a first down.
Yeah, wonderful pass. They were looking for Brinson. I was looking for Brinson, but they're right in the mid area, finding Morales on the in pattern.
So a first down on the third down conversion. From the 14, Kraft back in the gun, just under 7 minutes remaining in the first half. Low snap, in trouble. Presley's there for it, and Kraft's going to throw it to Tate. Nearly intercepted, and it is at the 30, and he will take it back with plenty of room to run inside the 10 before being taken down. And there's a flag on the play late as well.
Donovan Robinson with the intercept. Kraft, who took the low snap, just looked up and chucked that thing and had a receiver downfield, but may not have been the wisest choice for the young man, who finds himself and his team down by 9 here in the second quarter and making a couple of decisions as quarterback that may not necessarily be maybe a little of emotions running in Kraft's blood right now. unlike Kraft to to just turn around and put the ball in the air. I mean, it was a great pass, but it was just.
They were in trouble from the very beginning. It was a low snap, and both Romello Presley and Ryan Kraft were on the ground fumbling for it, and he just decided instead of taking the hit to throw it, and he did have the receiver there, but the defense was there before it.
Yeah, it just kind of hung like a soap on a rope.
And now it's back to the Foothill Owls deep inside Merced territory.
This is where they like it, right? They had the interception or the fumble recovery in their first possession where they ended up scoring.
Back in the pistol. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Ashford inside the 5, down to the 2. And they're going to mark him at the 1, just inches short of the goal line.
Yeah.
The offense being talked to right now on the sideline from the head coach. Another handoff to Ashford, and he finds his way for a Foothill touchdown.
Well, 2 plays, 14 yards. Foothill, thanks to the interception that gave him the wonderful field coverage.
I think it's maybe that box. Hold up. I have another one right here.
Now 27-12, maybe tacking on another one for 28-12. If Merced was able to drive down and get a touchdown, they would have been within 3, but now with 6 minutes remaining, they have to score yet another touchdown to get back within 2 possessions. And a high snap fumbled on the ground, picked up by Merced, and he will be taken down rather quickly, so he can't get back down the field. But 27-12, a good stop by Merced, since Merced alone has missed a few of their extra points attempts as well.
Yeah, that is for Foothill unfortunate there, but that could have been actually advantageous for Merced had the fellow who grabbed the ball in the recovery could have actually got it downfield. That would have been very good for them. But, yeah, very rare and an exciting game so far and a lot of mishaps here and there. And Merced just needs a couple more things to go in their favor, down by 15 here in the second quarter. I mean, being down by 15, you would think it might be worse because you keep having interceptions and things and that. But Foothill has had their moments of mishaps as well that Merced has taken advantage of. So here's an opportunity for Merced to possibly run this back and get in good field position with 6 minutes and a lot of time to play.
Foothill taking their time with the kickoff.
Is it all set? Oh, I got nothing.
DeMondre Evans has done a great job returning the kicks. We'll see if he can do another one here.
Okay.
There he is. He'll receive, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. A huge booming kick by Goldsbury.
Yeah, what a foot that guy has on him. Man, he just put that right in the end zone. It's beautiful. Well, Merced just needs to get their head back in the game here, play their game, play the plays the coaches have designed.
Yeah, there's just no signal now.
And here comes Ryan Kraft and Justin Incomprera. Haven't seen him in about 2-3 drives, but now back out on the field. Kraft's right side. Kraft rolling right. Looking for the receivers deep down the right side and fighting for it. And there's the flag, pass interference deep down the field. He was trying to find number 80, Darren Evans, who's the 6'2" wide receiver, freshman player out of Rancho Mirage.
Yeah, it's huge for Merced there.
And through all the different rules through NFL, college, high school, we'll see if it's 15-yard penalty or from the spot.
That was just all the arm that Kraft could get to get down to that receiver, which was short. He had to come back for it. Defender obviously was not looking for the ball and could not see where the ball was and just blocked him. And that contact is going to give him a 15-yard from the line of scrimmage.
So an automatic first down for Merced, and they will be at the 40.
I like that the coach is still with their giving Kraft the opportunity to throw. He may have just chucked one on the last series that created the interception, but have him throw again, get his confidence back.
And Caprera up the middle. And that's a 5-yard gain.
Nice little run on first down, second down and 5, giving him some options.
And they're going to actually give him 4 on that one. So it's 2nd and 6. Need to go into Foothill territory for the first down. 2 receivers to both sides. Kraft pointing to the left. And a handoff, but the flag before that, most likely an offsides. Or a false start, excuse me.
Yeah, a lot of movement on the offensive line prior to the snap. So they'll come back 5 yards. It'll bring up second down and 11, back to their 39. Blue Devils put together some nice series. They know they can move the ball against this defense. They can score against this defense.
Three receivers to the right, 2nd and 11. Quick pass, Demondre Evans. Hurdling the defender, down for the first down, Demondre Evans. The hurdle, the skip, and the jump for the first.
Nice heads up. One of the most entertaining games, like I said, I've seen so far. You've seen just about everything. No, you haven't seen Evans hop over a defender yet, and we just saw it.
Whoop, there it is. All the way down into Foothill territory.
He got the first down with that, too.
And now 3 receivers to the left side, 1 to the right. Merced just throwing, passing. And here they go again, Kraft. Short pass to Incomprera.
Yeah, they were hoping the big runners running out might expose some defensive holes that give Comprera an opportunity to run, but boy, they collapsed on him very fast, and he got 1 yard after all that. A hard-fought 1 yard, too, because he dragged most of the defending line with him.
Brinson in for Rowlett. Demondre Evans, Evan Morales, Incomprera. Always putting their big targets out on the field. Play action, staying right there in the pocket. Defender has one hand on him, and that's a face mask on the defense, something that they absolutely didn't need to do. He was already on the ground and ripping that apart. That was number 96, Sam Kolakafisu.
Boy, Kraft really wanted to chuck that thing and get rid of it too, but wisely holding on to it actually got the penalty for him in favor of Merced, so second down and 5 or so is what they'll have here. And that's actually going to be an automatic first down with the 10-yard penalty. So, yeah, good news for Merced there on their 5th play of the drive. They started from their 25. They've already had one drive that started from their 25 and went about 13 plays to get to 75 yards for the touchdown. And right now they're milking it. They're doing exactly the same thing.
And that's going to be a 15-yard penalty, so down to the 34. And they get the defense to jump.
Yeah, the long
snap. The flag. And they're going to call it on the offense. So taking the ball back. But first they got the first down on the previous play. It hurts them, but it also does them good every once in a while. So now 1st and 15 for Merced. 3.5 minutes left in the second quarter. Looking to bring the game back within one possession. The snap and the handoff to Incomprera, rolling from right to left. And he gets down to the original line of scrimmage for a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 10 for Merced.
Yeah, nice run. The one thing that's happening for Merced this time around, and it was 2 weeks ago against Feather River, is it's Foothill's defense that is spending most of the time out on the field. So their conditioning of their defending linemen is what it's really going to show here. And the lineman of Foothill is already with their hands on their hips.
Morales and Evans comes out of the game for Merced, but they also out there have Dasani Tate and Darren Evans, number 80, who have also been big targets. And here's Kraft looking to throw left side. There's Tate. End zone. And out of the hands, no penalty flags there. 3rd and 10 for Merced.
Nice defending coverage, but also the ball thrown beautifully by Kraft right in where it needed to be. Unfortunately, Tate just could not bring it down. That would have been and probably brought the house down had he caught that.
That stops the clock at 2 minutes, 25 seconds with the incomplete pass.
Good attempt. 3rd down and 9. They can do something short, try to get the first down here. Keep the drive going.
They do not want to give Foothill the ball back with 2.5 minutes left. They've done plenty more with less time.
A few times that Foothill has gotten the ball have been on fumble recoveries and interceptions.
Kraft has plenty of time, stays in that pocket, throws right side. There's Brinson, and he gets about 9, so just short. 4th and 1 as Mateo Brinson gets 9.
That's tough. Brinson, had he kept going with his momentum, would have probably had the first down. Instead, he tried to cut back inside and got stopped short. So 4th down and 3 here for 4th down and 2, it looks like, for Merced. And they're going to have to go for this here.
They move Brinson to the left side along with DeMondre Evans, Dasani Tate. And on the far side, it looks like Evan Morales. And Kraft tries to tries to get Foothill to jump off sides.
Well, they've done it a few times so far, long snap count. And that defending line of Foothill's getting tired. They're out there for a while.
All you need is 2 yards. Run option, gets it to Incomprera, and he gets dragged down. It's going to be close. We'll see what the referees signal, and it looks like he's going to be short from where the referees are standing. So a turnover on downs at the 25. Foothill gets it with 1 minute, 30 seconds left. We'll see if they can march down and go up by 3 possessions.
Had to get it inside the 25 instead, or inside the 24. Instead, they got it just inside the 25. Unfortunate turnover on downs for Merced. Going 50 yards on that drive.
And it's up to the Merced defense now.
Yeah, now they just need to stop it or maybe get the ball back.
And Foothill gets the ball back at the start of the second half. So the Owls most likely looking to score so that they can get 2 in a row starting that second half if they can. Johnson looking to throw over the middle and way outside the hands of Elijah Thomas.
Trying to lead the receiver there, but just a little too much. Thomas doesn't have those alien arms that he can stretch out, elastic arms.
Only 3 seconds off the clock from that play, 2nd and 10, still from the 25. Taking their time. Johnson going back to the sideline, talking to the coaches to see what they do next.
To go up 3 touchdowns into the half, they would love to do that. But Merced's defense has stopped them and it's done really well against this team.
Herrera cut left, inside out to the right side, and he gets just out of bounds at the 39.
Nice bounce run. Herrera coming into the game. That's the one they were looking to watch for. And when he is in the game, he gets big yards for him.
Not too much time now. Jordan Spalding comes out of the game, and in comes Curtis Price for Foothill. And a timeout by the Owls with 1 minute, 10 seconds left. We'll see if Foothill can add another score to the board before the half. NorCal Sports. Foothill out of the timeout, looking to score with 1 minute, 10 seconds left. Levi Flores and Justin Flores here at Merced College, where Merced, devastating first half for them, can't really do it offensively and can't stop Foothill defensively either.
Foothill wants to score. Merced wants to stop them. Merced would love nothing more to get this ball back and get a score heading into halftime. The score doesn't quite reflect the game. It's been quite exciting, a 15-point lead for Foothill, but both Merced and Foothill have had their moments of reflection of things that could have gone better for their team. Couple interceptions, couple fumbles here and there. It's been quite exciting. That was a nice pass reception there by Wuda Ardwan.
2nd and 2, Johnson sparing no time. Rolling to his left. Looking for a pass deep down at the 35, but nothing's there for him.
He throws it so hard and he's so tall that some of his receivers just can't quite get there. When the way the ball's thrown, this is right up Merced's alley because Merced has some tall, lanky cornerbacks that are just waiting for these passes to come their way, but these balls are zinging.
Merced defense doing what they're supposed to be doing at the end of the first half. 49 seconds left. Not sure if Foothill can get there, but one big play can actually lead them to the points that they want. 3 receivers left, one to the right, still in that pistol formation, so he has that run-pass option. And there's the run option there, but he gets taken down way too soon.
Hey, the defensive line was ready for that. Herrera was in the game. They thought, are they going to try to sneak it in for a couple of yards? He's their game player, and that time to stop him cold and draw him back 2 yards, that was a huge defensive stop for Merced.
And an odd decision by Foothill calling the timeout as it's 4th down.
Yeah, you know, they actually say that he came back even further. They marked it back to the 41, so it goes back 4th down and 6. They'll have to punt it away. Merced's going to get the ball with 40 seconds to go here in the second quarter.
And they called the timeout. As it's 4th down, they're going to punt it off, but they could have just brought the clock all the way down to what would be 3 seconds, and they could have just ran the ball and taken the time off there. But no, instead, timeout, 4th down, and here's the punt. And dropped down and stopped at the 22-yard line. DeMondre Evans just let that one go.
So here comes Merced now from their 22. Get to run their 30-second drill here after the punt from Foothill. So Merced's defense stopping Foothill on that last drive. They've had these moments, and Merced's defense now not out there that long. And here comes Foothill's defense, who is just winded trying to get this half over. But Merced's offense is hungry. And Kraft, actually, it's not Kraft. It's actually going to be Ezra Morales on the wideout far right.
And
Jacob Betancourt
comes back out there with 32 seconds left. We'll see if they try to pass it downfield or what they want to do at the end of the first half. Pass left side to Sonny Tate, has a blocker. And down at the 27, he gets quite a few yards on it.
Yeah, that was a nice design play as they drew out the lineman number 72, Aristio Prado, to come out to be a big block for Tate on the pass. And it just didn't quite develop as quick as they wanted because of that man-to-man coverage on the side on Tate there. And it looks like they're just going to let the clock run out, and that's going to be the end of the half.
27-12, the visiting Foothill Owls up over the Merced College Blue Devils on NorCal Sports TV.
My favorite part was just competing and meeting new people. You know, I'm always with my team, like practicing in high school, so it was good to come out and meet new people and play against them and and meet some college coaches.
And the dribbling with the Sacramento Kings coach, that was really fun. Meeting new people, making new friends. The games, I love playing games. Yeah.
Just to be able to practice on my moves.
My favorite part of camp is meeting new people. I've made a lot of friends so far. It's a real great experience here.
Bit too powerful. 1 second, has another shot, puts it up to end the game. Nails the 3.
The crowd
Here is
goes
Shiner
wild.
for 3. Yes, look at this. Everyone coming over to congratulate.
Literally, ball in the air as the buzzer went off.
Do you have the chills? I have the chills.
I definitely
look
got
at that.
the
I got the
chills.
goosebumps.
I really did too.
This broadcast of Merced College football is brought to you by Merced College, Dignity Health, Golden Valley Health Centers, and the NCSTV Summer Basketball Camp.
What's your favorite part of this camp so far? My favorite part is meeting new people, such as teammates and old friends that came earlier.
I really like the one-on-one training. The coaches really tried to get like the connections with the kids during the camp, so I think that was a really good part of it.
I liked the drills, the ball handling drills, and shooting drills.
I think, one thing that's very underrated here at the camp was like meeting new people, because I thought there was going to be like very little people here from all around here, but there's people from Oakland, there's people from Atascadero, way far, and just got to meet new people. I really liked it. I was enjoying it. It was really fun.
This broadcast of Merced College football is brought to you by Merced College, Dignity Health, Golden Valley Health Centers, and the NCSTV Summer Basketball Camp.
How was camp for you, Blake?
It was really fun.
Yeah. What was your favorite part of NorCal Sports TV's summer basketball camp?
The atmosphere. Just being out here, feeling close to nature. Like, I woke up in the morning from getting my award for the 6 a.m. practices. I woke up in the morning, I saw 3 deer just pass by. I got a video. It was really cool. And I love the atmosphere. I love the coaches. I love everybody here. Everybody's here to get better. Everybody's here to have fun. And, I like the competitiveness as well. So.
This broadcast of Merced College football is brought to you by Merced College, Dignity Health, Golden Valley Health Centers, and the NCSTV Summer Basketball Camp.
My favorite part was just competing and meeting new people. I'm always with my team, like practicing in high school, so it was good to come out and meet new people and play against them and and meet some college coaches.
And the dribbling with the Sacramento Kings coach, that was really fun. Meeting new people, making new friends. The games, I love playing games here.
Just to be able to practice on my moves.
My favorite part of camp is meeting new people. I've made a lot of friends so far. It's a real great experience here.
Bit too powerful. 1 second, has another shot, puts it up to end the game. Nails the three.
The crowd
Here is
goes
Shiner
wild.
for 3. Yes, look at this. Everyone coming over to congratulate.
Literally, ball in the air as the buzzer went off.
Do you have the chills? I have the chills.
I definitely
look
got
at that.
the
I got the
chills.
goosebumps.
I really did too.
This broadcast of Merced College football is brought to you by Merced College, Dignity Health, Golden Valley Health Centers, and the NCSTV Summer Basketball Camp.
What's your favorite part of this camp so far? My favorite part is meeting new people such as teammates and old friends that came earlier.
I really like the one-on-one training. The coaches really tried to get like the connections with the kids during the camp, so I think that was a really good part of it.
I liked the drills, the ball handling drills, and shooting drills.
I think, one thing that's very underrated here at the camp was like meeting new people, because I thought there was going to be like very little people here from all around here, but there's people from Oakland, there's people from Atascadero, way far, and just got to meet new people. I really liked it. I was enjoying it. It was really fun.
This broadcast of Merced College football is brought to you by Merced College, Dignity Health, Golden Valley Health Centers, and the NCSTV Summer Basketball Camp.
How was camp for you, Blake?
It was really fun.
Yeah. What was your favorite part of NorCal Sports TV's summer basketball camp?
The atmosphere. Just being out here, feeling close to nature. Like, I woke up in the morning from getting my award for the 6 a.m. practices. I woke up in the morning, I saw 3 deer just pass by. I got a video. It was really cool. And I love the atmosphere. I love the coaches. I love everybody here. Everybody's here to get better. Everybody's here to have fun. And, I like the competitiveness as well. So.
This broadcast of Merced College football is brought to you by Merced College, Dignity Health, Golden Valley Health Centers, and the NCSTV Summer Basketball Camp.
My favorite part was just competing and meeting new people. I'm always with my team, like practicing in high school, so it was good to come out and meet new people and play against them and and meet some college coaches.
And the dribbling with the Sacramento Kings coach, that was really fun. Meeting new people, making new friends. The games, I love playing games, yeah.
Just to be able to practice on my moves.
My favorite part of camp is meeting new people. I've made a lot of friends so far. It's a real great experience here.
Bit too powerful. 1 second, has another shot, puts it up to end the game. Nails the 3.
The crowd
Here is
goes
Shiner
wild.
for 3. Yes, look at this. Everyone coming over to congratulate.
Literally, ball in the air as the buzzer went off.
Do you have the chills? I have the chills.
I definitely
look
got
at that.
the
I got the
chills.
goosebumps.
I really did too.
This broadcast of Merced College football is brought to you by Merced College, Dignity Health, Golden Valley Health Centers, and the NCSTV Summer Basketball Camp.
What's your favorite part of this camp so far? My favorite part is meeting new people such as teammates and old friends that came earlier.
I really like the one-on-one training. The coaches really tried to get like the connections with the kids during the camp, so I think that was a really good part of it.
I liked the drills, the ball handling drills, and shooting drills.
I think, one thing that's very underrated here at the camp was like meeting new people, because I thought personally there was going to be like very little people here from all around here, but there's people from Oakland, there's people from Atascadero, way far, and just got to meet new people. I really liked it. I was enjoying it. It was fun.
This broadcast of Merced College football is brought to you by Merced College, Dignity Health, Golden Valley Health Centers, and the NCSTV Summer Basketball Camp.
How was camp for you, Blake?
It was really fun.
Yeah. What was your favorite part of NorCal Sports TV's summer basketball camp?
The atmosphere. Just being out here, feeling close to nature. Like, I woke up in the morning from getting my award for the 6 a.m. practices. I woke up in the morning, I saw 3 deer just pass by. I got a video. It was really cool. And I love the atmosphere. I love the coaches. I love everybody here. Everybody's here to get better. Everybody's here to have fun. And, I like the competitiveness as well. So.
This broadcast of Merced College football is brought to you by Merced College, Dignity Health, Golden Valley Health Centers, and the NCSTV Summer Basketball Camp.
My favorite part was just competing and meeting new people. I'm always with my team, like practicing in high school, so it was good to come out and meet new people and play against them and and meet some college coaches.
And the dribbling with the Sacramento Kings coach, that was really fun. Meeting new people, making new friends. The games, I love playing games, yeah.
Just to be able to practice on my moves.
My favorite part of camp is meeting new people. I've made a lot of friends so far. It's a real great experience here.
Bit too powerful. 1 second, has another shot, puts it up to end the game. Nails the three.
The crowd
Here is
goes
Shiner
wild.
for three. Yes, look at this. Everyone coming over to congratulate.
Literally, ball in the air as the buzzer went off.
Do you have the chills? I have the chills.
I definitely
Look
got
at that.
the
I got the
chills.
goosebumps.
I really did too.
This broadcast of Merced College football is brought to you by Merced College, Dignity Health, Golden Valley Health Centers, and the NCSTV Summer Basketball Camp.
What's your favorite part of this camp so far? My favorite part is meeting new people, such as teammates and old friends that came earlier.
I really like the one-on-one training. The coaches really tried to get like the connections with the kids during the camp, so I think that was a really good part of it.
I liked the drills, the ball handling drills, and shooting drills.
I think, one thing that's very underrated here at the camp was like meeting new people, because I thought there was going to be like very little people here from all around here, but there's people from Oakland, there's people from Atascadero, way far, and just got to meet new people. I really liked it. I was enjoying it. It was really fun.
This broadcast of Merced College football is brought to you by Merced College, Dignity Health, Golden Valley Health Centers, and the NCSTV Summer Basketball Camp.
How was camp for you, Blake?
It was really fun.
Yeah. What was your favorite part of NorCal Sports TV's summer basketball camp?
The atmosphere. Just being out here, feeling close to nature. Like, I woke up in the morning from getting my award for the 6 a.m. practices. I woke up in the morning, I saw 3 deer just pass by. I got a video. It was really cool. And I love the atmosphere. I love the coaches. I love everybody here. Everybody's here to get better. Everybody's here to have fun. And, I like the competitiveness as well. So.
This broadcast of Merced College football is brought to you by Merced College, Dignity Health, Golden Valley Health Centers, and the NCSTV Summer Basketball Camp.
My favorite part was just competing and meeting new people. I'm always with my team, like practicing in high school, so it was good to come out and meet new people and play against them and and meet some college coaches.
And the dribbling with the Sacramento Kings coach, that was really fun. Meeting new people, making new friends. The games, I love playing games. Yeah.
Just to be able to practice on my moves.
My favorite part of camp is meeting new people. I've made a lot of friends so far. It's a real great experience here.
Bit too powerful. 1 second, has another shot, puts it up to end the game. Nails the three.
The crowd
Here is
goes
Shiner
wild.
for 3. Yes, look at this. Everyone coming over to congratulate.
Literally, ball in the air as the buzzer went off.
Do you have the
Beautiful
chills? I have the
finish.
chills.
I definitely
look
got
at that.
the
I got the
chills.
goosebumps.
I really did too.
This broadcast of Merced College football is brought to you by Merced College, Dignity Health, Golden Valley Health Centers, and the NCSTV Summer Basketball Camp.
What's your favorite part of this camp so far? My favorite part is meeting new people, such as teammates and old friends that came earlier.
I really like the one-on-one training. The coaches really tried to get like the connections with the kids during the camp, so I think that was a really good part of it.
I liked the drills, the ball handling drills, and shooting drills.
I think, one thing that's very underrated here at the camp was like meeting new people, because I thought there was going to be like very little people here from all around here, but there's people from Oakland, there's people from Atascadero, way far, and just got to meet new people. I really liked it. I was enjoying it. It was really fun.
This broadcast of Merced College football is brought to you by Merced College, Dignity Health, Golden Valley Health Centers, and the NCSTV Summer Basketball.
Ready for the second half, Merced College kicking off to the Foothill Owls, and Herrera taking it back from the kickoff return to the 35, staying on his feet, and a big kickoff return once again for Foothill. And excuse me, that wasn't Herrera, that was Wuda Ardone, who has had a few big plays early in the first half. It's Merced College Blue Devil Football on NorCal Sports TV. I'm Levi Flores, along with my dad, Justin Flores, bringing you all the action as Foothill up at the end of the first half, 27-12, now starting the second.
Yeah, it was an exciting first half. Both teams came out playing, came out running and gunning. Both teams defensively had some stops, interceptions. We had some fumbles. We had some leapovers, and we had a little bit of just about everything in the first half. Now Merced just needs to make up 2 touchdowns, really make it a game.
Ardone from right to left. Johnson looking to throw for the first play from scrimmage in the second half, nearly intercepted, but falls to the ground as Alfonso Gary was there for the stop.
We've been mentioning this early in the first half about Johnson. We didn't see a lot of throwing. When we did, we saw his arm in action, whether it was a complete or incomplete. He can really chuck the ball. We might see a little more of that here in the second half. Who knows? I don't know what the teams obviously talked about at halftime as far as adjustments and all goes. But what we are seeing, whenever Johnson does throw the ball, it's coming fast. You better be ready, and it's probably going to sting.
Here comes Johnson once again. 3 receivers to the right side. Quarterback keep. And the ball's on the ground, kicking it. The Owls and the Blue Devils both fighting for it. And the initial call from the ref is saying that it is Blue Devils' ball. But I think the Owls fell on it, and it will keep it for them. Third and about 6.
Hey, if you're going to get a gain, I guess that's the way to do it. But my goodness, Merced's defense coming out swinging. Just like they were doing toward the tail end of the game. Remember, it was Foothill defense actually spending a lot of time out on the field in the first half. And Merced defense, when they are out there, have been putting the stop on Foothill when they can. And that is one of those plays that they were able to stop Johnson from looking upfield and cause him to have to run with the ball. Nearly coughed it up on a fumble recovery, which is how Merced started the game, remember?
Huge defensive line for Merced. Short pass left side, first down and more, and taken down at the 43.
Ashford with the screen pass as the defensive line came blasting in. Almost actually caught Johnson, but again, he's 6'2", 210 pounds. He can pretty much look over the defensive line, and he was looking for Ashford, knew where he was, and put that right where the ball needed to be, and that first down was huge for Foothill.
Blue Devils defense was very strong on the defensive line. Not many people ready for the passing play, and that's how they were able to get around that left side for that first down. And they're in that same formation where they only have the 3 defensive backs and the 1 deep safety. Gets the defense to jump offside. Free play for Foothill, and that one is way outside the arms of Wuda Ardone again, who has become one of the leading receivers for Foothill in this game.
Yeah, and Merced running the man-to-man on the pass coverage. Unfortunately, they crossed the line prior to the snap, so it was a free play, as you said, for Foothill. The ball was just well overthrown, as we know Johnson has quite an arm on him. But that 5-yard pickup inside the Merced 40, benefit for Foothill with a lot of options now on first down.
And with a free 5 yards, 1st and 5, usually, once again, another big play that could possibly happen for Foothill, since they already have 5 yards closer and they don't have two downs. They have the full 3 like usual. And here comes the arm again. Pass over the center, caught for the first, and dragged down immediately is Wuda Ardone.
Zachary Mahoney on defense for Merced gave him that. He was able to bring it down for the pass reception.
So another first down now at the 29-yard line for Foothill, slowly going down the field, marching to possibly get a touchdown. They had the ball with about 2 minutes left in the second quarter, and they weren't able to score. They punted it off to Merced, and now getting the ball back at the start of the second half, looking to score to go up by 3 possessions.
Corner's playing tight.
Deep pass right side into the end zone. One-handed catch, and he drops it as he falls into the sand pit on the side. That was number 25, Keyshawn Ashford, or 23, Mickey Stokes.
The coverage defensively by Alfonso Gary, wonderful. Had his hand out there. I was wondering if they were going to throw a flag, but he was looking back for the pass as well. And again, right now, Merced playing that man-to-man, really tight coverage on the passing routes and staying with their men.
And if Stokes was able to hold on to that one, it would have been a touchdown.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a remarkable attempt. He's come out of the game for a play. Catch his breath.
One defensive back and one safety for the Merced defense. Johnson, another throw to the right side. And that's caught and taken down just short of the goal line. Foothill Owls all the way down to the 1 with the pass to Elijah Thomas.
My goodness. They went right back on the right side in coverage, and the defender just didn't get his hands up in time, and a way to bring it down by Elijah Thomas.
First and goal from the 1, and that's the arm from Johnson that we were talking about in the beginning. When is it going to show up? Well, it shows up right now, starting in the second half.
Yeah, Foothill comes out swinging.
Back in the pistol, running back to his right side, and Ashford behind him. Quarterback keeper, and he's going to throw it for the touchdown. And that is number 97, Curtis Francis.
Yeah, and Curtis Francis came in as an eligible receiver from the offensive line. And the 1-yard pass into the end zone puts Foothill up quickly here in the third quarter after 9 straight plays. 60-plus yards for the strike.
Goldsbury for the extra point attempt, and it honestly could be worse for Merced at this point, but luckily they were able to stop on the defensive end just before the half, stopping Foothill from scoring, and right now it could very easily be in the 40s to 12. And Goldsbury, no good on that one. So 33 to 12, Merced getting the ball back for the first time in the second half on NorCal Sports TV.
This broadcast of Merced College football is brought to you by Merced College, Dignity Health, Golden Valley Health Centers, and the NCSTV Summer Basketball Camp.
The Foothill Owls scoring for the first time in the second half very quickly within 3 minutes, and DeMondre Evans receives in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback to the 25. Merced looking at their first offensive possession in the second half.
Yeah, boy, I'll tell you, Foothill came out doing what we've known that they are capable of doing and giving Johnson the opportunity to put the ball in the air, and he was able to strike gold a few times, finding his receivers, including his big lineman, number 97, one of the captains for the touchdown, who was also on the defensive line.
And no other than Jacob Betancourt this time out there as the quarterback starting the second half.
He had a few snaps in the first half.
And he took the last snap of the first half with a short pass to the left side, but then they just let the time expire. And I'm excited to see what Betancourt has in store for us because the 2 plays that he did run were 2 passing plays, and they both hit the receivers in the hands. Fortunately, one of them went right through and was intercepted. And here is Romello Presley, left side, staying on the feet, staying in bounds, bounces off his own blocker, and I believe he stepped out quite short at about the 48-yard line of the Foothill Owls, but the referees are going to mark him all the way down at the 39.
Yeah, wonderful. You know, in the first half, we saw Romello come out and look for actually, it was Tate that took a pass and had a huge block by one of the linemen, and they just came out and kind of ran a similar play, and that time it worked out for them.
And you did see on the replay there, he did step out about 10, 15 yards earlier than where they're marking him right now. But luckily for them as well, they don't have a replay to see.
I was going to say, at this level of college ball, no replay for them.
Betancourt throwing over the middle. Brinson caught at the 20, inside the 10, and he fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Merced.
Wow. Merced comes out saying, we're here to play some ball. And in 2 plays, they go 75 yards.
And that's the Blue Devils offense that we're used to seeing, putting 6 points on the board just 30 seconds after they got the ball. And there, it looks like they're going to go for 2. Jacob Betancourt staying out there with all his targets out there, trying to get back those points that they missed in the first half.
40-yard strike to Brinson. I like Betancourt. Put the pump fake looking long, went right in the center.
And out there as the targets, you have Brinson, DeMondre Evans, Evan Morales on that far right side, and then Dasani Tate on the left. He is looking that right side, rolling out, pass, and tipped by the defender as it falls to the ground for another incomplete 2-point conversion. Not really lucky on the PATs and the 2-point conversions. 33-18 with 11 minutes, 34 seconds left in the third quarter. A strong showing by both teams in the second half so far.
How was camp for you, Blake?
It was really fun.
Yeah. What was your favorite part of NorCal Sports TV's summer basketball camp?
The atmosphere. Just being out here, feeling close to nature. Like, I woke up in the morning from getting my award for the 6 a.m. practices. I woke up in the morning, I saw 3 deer just pass by. I got a video. It was really cool. And I love the atmosphere. I love the coaches. I love everybody here. Everybody's here to get better. Everybody's here to have fun. And, you know, I like the competitiveness as well. So
33-18 after the Merced College Blue Devils able to strike for the first time in the second half. Both teams getting 1 touchdown on the board and no extra point attempts good for either team. Ashford will have the kick return brought all the way through to the 35 and down at the 38.
30-yard run on the kickoff return for the young man, number 25, who's had one crazy game here at Merced College, playing for Foothill, the Owls. And Merced with the momentum swing after striking 2 plays, going 75 yards. A 40-yard pass reception to Brinson that got him the touchdown, but these extra point attempts, the 2-point conversions, are really hurting Merced as they find themselves still down by 15.
One of the changes that the Blue Devils defense has made during the break is they're putting a lot more men on the line trying to stop the run game, and that's why Johnson has been using his arm as well. You only see 3 defensive backs out there and 1 safety, which is that man defense that you were talking about, as another pass falls incomplete for Johnson.
Yeah, Merced's defense has really been playing tight man-to-man. These guys are well-conditioned. They can run and gun with these receivers, and Johnson is just putting it up there right where it needs to be. And the receivers or even the defenders are just not getting their hands quite down on it, and the incomplete pass there. Fortunate for Foothill, that could have been picked off by Merced very easily. But a flag on the play is going to bring it back anyway, so they're going to find themselves extra long here.
10-yard penalty, 1st and 20, as Johnson comes back to the huddle for the Owls. Merced down by 15. It is 2 possessions, but most likely 3 since they haven't been able to connect on any of those PATs or 2-point conversions like we've been talking about. Johnson short pass to the left side, nearly intercepted by the big lineman, Villami Makoni.
Man, he really wanted that. He's going to be dreaming about that one. You know, you always have one play where you lay at night wondering if I could get that play back, that would have been mine. He wanted that bad, and that little screen pass, they were waiting for it. Merced's defense was prepared and waiting as they rushed Johnson. One stayed back, and he nearly got the pick.
And you see on him there, number 97, nearly with the pick. He has a huge, what seems to be like a club on his left arm, whether it's a cast or whatever it is, but that could have probably played the role where he can get both hands on it. Here they go again, 2 receivers to both sides. Johnson dropping back. In some trouble, hit behind, but slips through. Huge pass from the 25. And too far with the pass. Curtis Price was the intended receiver, and he actually just let the ball drop 5 yards behind him. No defender was even close to him, and he just stood there in the middle of the field.
I don't think he was ready and prepared for that. He probably thought Johnson was hit, so when the ball did get chucked, he just didn't have the speed to get over there. My goodness.
And you see him just give up right there at the 25, and the ball only dropped 5 yards behind him. And a tough break for Foothill now, which is at 3rd and 20.
If you're watching this, I mean, the fortunate thing of watching this on YouTube at NorCal Sports TV, if you haven't subscribed, by the way, you'd probably be advantageous to do that as so much sports is broadcast in this manner. But he chucks that ball. That was like 60 yards. You realize he threw that ball 60-plus yards, and it looked like he just barely tossed it.
Another screen pass to the left side, and the defense can't stop him as quick as they want to, but finally down at the 40 for a 12-yard gain.
Yeah, dangerous play there as another 8 yards. They could have easily had the first down. So 4th down and 8 near the 40. I'm wondering, it looks like they're going to bring out the punting team anyway. Johnson with his arm and a few of the plays that they have, including that last play there, I thought, boy, they might just have the guts to go for it. But Merced has been showing that they can also play offensively and defense can get in there. Probably a wise choice punting it away.
The Owls punted with 40 seconds left in the second quarter, and DeMondre Evans let the ball drop, and he will do the same thing here. But the coaches weren't too happy with him letting it drop as there was 40 seconds left, and they wanted him to get down as far in the field as possible so that they could possibly score. But now with the second half, plenty of more time on the clock, and he's just going to let it go for the Merced College Blue Devils to start at the 17.
So each team scoring on their first possession here in the second half. A second possession for Foothill. Eventually punting it away.
And Ryan Kraft will be in command again for the Blue Devils. Handoff to Presley. And he gets a good 5 yards on the carry.
Nice run by Presley. Lineman finding him some room to run, getting about 6 yards on that play. Yeah, you mentioned Ryan Kraft back in the game for Merced. They've got depth in their chart on the quarterback as Betancourt in the last series in 2 plays. Got it into the end zone. A couple of high snaps, nearly got away from him.
Presley again, but taken down by Khalifi Leotoa, the linebacker freshman out of Menlo Atherton.
So 2 plays, they've gone 5 yards. Now they got to put something together. Still deep in their territory. Need to convert this.
And he has the targets once again, Dasani Tate, Evans, Morales, and Brinson, who had the big play for the touchdown. Play action, rolling right side, defense there. Spin move around the defender, gets the first down. Ryan Kraft staying on the feet all the way down to the 45 once again. And finally fighting his way actually to Foothill Owl territory where he should have been taken down 5 times before that. Gets a huge gain, and this time holds on to the ball.
26 yards, and yes, he held on to the ball, tucking it away. That initial spin move, breaking past that first defender, though, he was breaking free to have the first down, but they gave him an extra 15 yards on top of that. And so at midfield, Merced in great field position here.
Right at the 50-yard line for Merced, 50 yards to go. Defense nearly jumping off sides, and Kraft getting the audible from the coach. Screen pass left side, DeMondre Evans gets the first down and taken out.
Hey, you're getting 10 yards on first down. You're making moves. You're keeping the ball on the ground. And again, Merced's offense, they're making this game exciting. I mean, it has been an exciting, very entertaining game so far. Both teams making moves, but Merced, one thing they can do on the offensive side against Foothill that they've shown, moving the ball methodically. If they protect it, they'll get in the end zone here.
Kraft looking for another screen play and trying to find Rowlett after Dasani Tate wasn't open.
Just a little low and behind him.
That was a design play for Dasani Tate. You saw him waiting down there in the flat, although the defender very close, so he couldn't quite get it to him. Good eyes by Ryan Kraft, and then trying to find Rowlett, but the defense very strong, making sure that Merced was not going to get that pass completion. Tate in that same left side flat, two receivers to the right side, and Rowlett lined up in that tight end position. Presley taking it up the left side on the inside out, and he gets another first down.
I like how Kraft stayed and looked and said, you know, he acted like he still had the ball, which is he's supposed to. He turned around, faked the pass to the right, but it was Presley with the ball the whole time. And he just slithered his way through the defensive line. A fresh set of downs for the Blue Devils.
From the high red zone, Romello Presley and Ryan Kraft in the backfield. Kraft dropping back, in some trouble, hit as he throws, and that one falls incomplete. Big hit by number 97, Curtis Francis. And Francis has a touchdown on his record in this game.
Yeah, he's one of the team captains, came in as an eligible receiver on the offensive line during Foothill's scoring drive here to start the third quarter. And also playing on the defensive side, which in the collegiate level, you know, is...
And on 2nd and 10, Justin Incomprera back in the game for the first time in the second half. Trying to get the defense to jump off sides. Kraft rolling right. Incomprera with the block. And another pass down the right sideline. Flags down on the ground where the intended receiver was. And Michael Dinkins was the one as the intended receiver.
There was a lot of Foothill defenders down there, and that ball thrown in that coverage. Another risky move by Kraft, but he saw something that we didn't. He's a good quarterback. He knows what he's looking for. Right now, Merced running into a little issues on this drive. They're in their, that was their 8th play of the drive, starting from their 18. A couple of big plays to get them to this point. We're waiting to see what the call is here.
Holding on the defense, and that will be declined. And then personal foul, roughing the passer on the defense, and that one will be accepted.
That'll be an automatic first down as well. So Merced down by 15 now in the red zone. Scoring 3 touchdowns in this game, missing the PAT 3 times, or 2-point conversion attempts failed.
He has Brinson as a receiver, not playing in that tight end slot like usual off that left side. Be aware of him as well as Dinkins on the left.
And Foothill playing man-to-man on those receivers.
And here is Justin Incomprera, who finds his way past the 10.
Yeah, nice run by Incomprera. I mean, he's their workhorse. He's the one that Foothill has been seeing on tape. He's the one we were expecting to get, although Presley has come in this game showing that he also is a threat on the offensive end for Merced. So a lot of depth on the team for Merced, and Merced really right now starting to strike, really showing and holding on to the ball.
And just to tell you how much Incomprera is used in other games, he has 591 yards on the season, while Presley, who has had a lot in this game, only has 213 yards on the season, only a third of what Incomprera has.
So another holding call on Foothill. Yeah, both these guys here early in the season are really looking good. We keep these guys healthy, and then you got Kraft, and you also have Betancourt, a double quarterback threat for Merced. They've got a depth chart of players, one of the largest football squads you will see if you come and see them live on the field. And they have played some ranked teams. We saw 2 weeks ago against Feather River here. They came back to beat Merced. They didn't beat them. They won by 1, scoring 3 touchdowns late in the game. But Merced has proven they can play against these guys. And Foothill here today is also a ranked team. Undefeated coming in this game, and Merced's, playing them hard.
5 yards to go. Romello Presley gets the handoff, but stopped at the line and for a loss of 1.
Yeah, after the penalty, and obviously that play just not quite ever really developed or got anywhere. It was slow to move. And looking at the 12th play of the drive, Merced started from their own 18. And the one thing they have done in this game is also starting deep in their territory. They've been able to get the ball down, if not scoring. That's the one thing consistent with Merced, who they play. They can convert first downs. They can pass. They can run.
Kraft looking to throw into the end zone. Brinson, and that's pass interference. No doubt about that one. So they're going to place the ball very close to the goal line as Brinson falls to the ground. Every single referee's flag is out there on the ground where Brinson got thrown to the edge.
Yes, it was a penalty, but I'll tell you, Brinson is thinking, I could have still caught that. That was still mine. Falling backwards, it was right there. He wants that. Penalties will get you the yardage, but a player like Brinson, who is really a gamer, I mean, you see him out there. He's obviously that tight end. He's got that tight end look to him. He's 6'5", 235 pounds. I mean, he's just a few inches taller than the quarterback for Foothill, and he's got about 20 pounds on Johnson. That just tells you the size of that guy when he's out there on the field. A jump pass to him in the end zone will get it to him as well.
And Presley for the touchdown. A 2-yard run by Romello Presley after the pass interference call led to the automatic first down. And now Merced College now within 9.
"13 plays, 82 yards for Merced to get the 6.
And where Merced has had their most difficult area in the extra point attempts. And here is the kick, and that one finally good for Merced, 33-25. Blue Devils coming back on NorCal Sports TV.
My favorite part was just competing and meeting new people. I'm always with my team, practicing in high school. So it was good to come out and meet new people and play against them and and meet some college coaches.
And the dribbling with the Sacramento Kings coach, that was really fun. Meeting new people, making new friends. The games, I love playing games. Yeah.
Just to be able to practice on my moves.
My favorite part of camp is meeting new people. I've made a lot of friends so far. It's a real great experience here.
Bit too powerful. 1 second, has another shot, puts it up to end the game. Nails the 3.
The crowd
Here is
goes
Shiner
wild.
for 3. Yes, look at this. Everyone coming over to congratulate.
Literally, ball in the air as the buzzer went off.
Do you have the chills? I have the chills.
I definitely
look
got
at that.
the
I got the
chills.
goosebumps.
I really did too.
And the kick return received by Foothill brought all the way back to the 34-yard line. So Foothill with some decent field position. They've been in better and they've been in worse. So right now, right near where the middle average is.
Yeah, and Merced just needs to stay in their game defensively. Whatever adjustments they made at halftime, it worked because in the last possession they were able to stop Foothill. Foothill with a 16-yard run back on that kickoff return. Not bad, but here comes Johnson and the boys.
And one of the first hands-off we've seen from Foothill in the second half once the Merced College Blue Devils changed their defense, and Merced stopping very short, only for a gain of 3.
Yeah, Merced's happy with that. Give them a couple of yards. That's okay. But now watch, because we saw in the last series also Johnson putting the ball and airing it out. We saw his arm. He can throw that ball 60-plus yards, and I'm not just saying he throws it up there. He actually throws it looking for the receivers and knows where he's throwing it.
And here he goes now. Johnson scanning the field, in some trouble. Right side pass. That one's caught and taken down at the 36 after the ball comes out. And Merced saying they have it. Referees, still no indication yet.
Still waiting.
And there it is, Merced ball.
The intended receiver, number 15, Alex Morrell, was the last option on the play. I mean, he is the last guy. He's the guy that takes 2 steps, turns around, waits for the pass. That's where Johnson threw it. Unfortunately, as he ran inside, the hit and the defense by Merced, he just didn't protect the ball well enough, and the recovery for Merced now has put them in striking distance, only down by 8 here in the third quarter.
And here comes Ryan Kraft in the Merced College offense. From the 38, Kraft in the gun. Merced College looking to score once again. Plenty of time in the pocket, and there's the defense hitting him again, and incomplete, nearly intercepted. And Merced College lucky with that one as Donovan Robinson was unable to hold on.
Sometimes Kraft gets a little carried away out there. He wants those passes to work. He wants to see his guy open, and he saw a man open. He just didn't have the arm as he was falling to get it to him, and like you said, nearly picked off by the defender.
Kraft in Caprera in the backfield. Now with another audible. 2nd and 10. And Caprera gets it right up the gut, and he's stopped at the line, but he does get about a gain of 2. And Caprera being stopped every single time they can stop in Caprera, but they don't seem to stop Presley.
Yeah, Presley just has that running game about him, a little lower to the ground. He kind of looks up and he can see, and for some reason they just can't quite wrap him up. But Caprera, they're able to stop fairly quickly. He's had a couple of good runs, but it seems like they know Caprera's style. They probably have more film on him than they do Presley.
They're going to push all their hands to the right side, starting from the left hash, and Rowlett lined up as that tight end could be an option as well. And he's looking that way, and Kraft in deep trouble holds on to the ball as he's taken down deep for a 9-yard loss.
Foothill brought the house, as they say, for that defensive stop to force a 4th down for Merced. So a quick 3-and-out for the Blue Devils.
And right now, Kraft staying on the field, and now here comes the punting unit.
So Foothill putting the stop on the Merced offense there as the momentum swung in their favor after the fumble recovery.
And now Dasani Tate, really good punter. We've seen him kick it 65 yards. And a high snap. Dasani in some trouble. He could still kick it if he can. And there he is with the left foot. Down to the 25, and he's going to be hit down at the 33. Good job by Dasani Tate scrambling out, able to get the ball back.
There was ever a football game that had a little bit of everything. This is the game.
I think we said that last time, too.
Yeah, I think I've said it a few times today. It's like I think I've seen everything. And we've watched Merced on the long snaps a few times. The ball has just been snapped a little too hard, a little high. And Dasani Tate putting the left foot to it after getting the ball up was able to get a nice, decent punt out of it.
He knew that the defense was coming onto his right side, so he made sure that off the left foot. And a decent kick as well. Only got about 10 yards past the line of scrimmage, but he also did kick it from the 35 as Ashford breaks free off the left side for a 1st down.
You know, we were talking about the running backs for both teams. Merced earlier, we were saying how number 21, Romello Presley, seems to have better luck against Foothill defense than the actual number 1 running back for Merced, Justin Caprera. Well, you know what? In this game, we're watching a player that we hadn't seen a lot of film on, hadn't even seen any stats on. We did see some stats, but Keyshawn Ashford, he's had a game against Merced here today. And he's not the guy that normally gets the ball. It's usually Gabe Herrera, who's had a couple of runs, even a touchdown, but nothing compared to what Keyshawn Johnson's been doing today. Or Ashford, I'm sorry, Keyshawn Ashford.
And a few players jumping there. And encroachment on the defense. So 1st and 5, and last time that Foothill was in this position, they did have a 1st and 5 on their previous drive. I believe they threw it, but couldn't get quite anywhere.
In 2 plays, they've gone 17 yards. A little bit of that thanks to the encroachment call.
Ashford left side. And he gets the first down.
See, going to the weak side, he just seems to find a way to get the yardage for Foothill.
Now Foothill taking their time. We haven't seen them in a huddle much today. 4 minutes left in the third quarter. Merced takes up a lot of time, and Foothill now taking up that time as well, which could hurt Merced later on in the fourth quarter when it comes down close. And Johnson taken down. That's going to be close. Referees are just about right on the mark. He had the option to hand it off or take it himself.
A little bit of a broken up play there. I'm not sure it quite went as they had designed it, but, you got a first down out of it.
Cody Chapman limping off the field, and he will be replaced by number 48, Xavier Avila. And they did give him the first down.
Avila out of Oristimba High School. Middle linebacker position here. Stretching his hammies out, gets a chance to play some ball here today for Merced.
Johnson in some trouble as he finds another receiver left side, and that falls incomplete once again. Johnson throwing it deep down the field, has the receivers, but the receivers just can't get there.
He's just leading them just a little too far out there. The receivers just don't have the speed to catch up to that ball that Johnson has when he tosses that thing out there, because he puts it right out there. There are times when you're in the middle of a game and a quarterback will throw the ball and the receiver kind of has to slow down to wait for it to get to him. Johnson's the opposite. If he's throwing your way, you might want to put the afterburners on because you're going to need that extra speed bump to get out there to the ball where he's throwing it.
Blue Devils defense in some trouble now. Everyone mixing it around, has that one deep safety. Defensive backs calling out some sort of play. We'll find out if they could do it here as there's an empty backfield and an encroachment.
Yeah, Merced wanted to bring it in. They were, that's actually against Foothill. So there must have been some early movement there. I'll tell you what Merced was looking at doing, because when the ball or when the movement of the players took place, you had the nose guard coming in and you had Xavier Avila, who has stepped into the game for the first time today, was coming in from his middle linebacker position. He was running up the gut. And so that play designed for Merced was bringing in for a blitz opportunity. Let's see if they do that again.
The Merced sideline in crowd yelling for that defense as Johnson will take it. And he finds yards after yards, breaks free for the first down.
That's what they did that exposed Merced's defense there, because Xavier Avila did indeed come in. He was going to the left side. Xavier decided to move and go the opposite way, which means that opened up some defense opportunities there and for offensively Foothill to get those extra yards. And hey, Johnson, we know he can run the ball.
And Cody Chapman comes back into the game for the defense, but it's not Avila that comes out. It's JT Elliott, the linebacker freshman. Johnson back in the pistol, looking to throw right side. A great block by Ashford. And a beautiful catch for the first down and more inside the 10. Rolling right inside the 5, nearing the goal line.
They gave Johnson a lot of time to consider that one, and he threw it right where he needed to as the two players were crossing one another, and he knew where he was going. All right, Mickey Stokes, number 23, he knew he wanted him there.
At the 4-yard line, first and goal, and Johnson got hit as he threw it as well. Huge block by Ashford, who actually kept the defense from coming in even faster than what they were at. Ashford up the middle, and touchdown, Foothill. Another 6 points on the board, back to 2 possessions guaranteed.
So Merced had the momentum swing when they got the fumble recovery, coughed it up 3 and out, and then Foothill just drove it down 7 plays, 68 yards for the touchdown. They were the ones that took advantage.
Still plenty of game time left. We've seen crazier, where 5 minutes, just like 2 weeks
Right.
ago against Feather River. Not saying that will happen, but hopefully Merced will put their feet to the ground, and that one is good through the uprights. 40-25, Blue Devils trailing. Foothill with another touchdown, leading 40-25 against the Merced College Blue Devils. I'm Levi Flores, along with my dad, Justin Flores, bringing you all the action as DeMondre Evans fields yet again another kick return and fights his way to the 21.
You get almost 18 yards there, huh? He took it from the 2 or maybe the 3. And the Blue Devils need to capitalize here with 2:47 to go in the third quarter. If they can get a touchdown, make it a game again going into the fourth quarter.
What's worked for Merced most of the time is those backup players where Foothill doesn't seem to have that footage like we've been talking about and not really paying attention to them, where Jacob Betancourt and Romello Presley are two big players that actually drove down the field one time, scored a touchdown, but they're sticking with Ryan Kraft for this possession. And Campera up the middle, and he gains about 3.
Merced running game trying to just run the normal game. Foothill's been able to stop regularly. No, they'd like him to get an extra 2 yards on that play to give them the options for the second down, but they're going to have to move with this here.
Now, this is an interesting setup. You see on the field they are favoring the left side is actually the bigger portion of the field, but they're putting all their hands and receivers off the right side. And they will be launching down the field looking to throw. Kraft hit as he throws. DeMondre Evans and falls down.
He wanted that one bad. I think he wants that one back. It's a nice throw.
And if Merced really wants to come back from this deficit, they're going to have to play just a little bit faster. That was one big play, but it wasn't complete, so they have to play faster if they really do want to get back into this, because it's already back to 2 possessions.
Yeah, they got to play their 2-minute drill right now, even though it's not 2 minutes in the game. Play the 2-minute drill.
And here comes late Dominic Malari, the wide receiver freshman out of Merced High School. And DeMondre Evans will come out of the game. 3 receivers right, 1 deep to the left. Kraft, short pass right side, Brinson. And Brinson fights for it. And he's close to the first down. They're going to mark him. One ref is saying first down and the other is saying just shy. We're going to find out real quick here as Brinson, very slow to get up, not good for Merced. And he's limping, favoring that left foot, so that right foot is hurting a little bit for Brinson, but he's running it off the field quite well.
Yeah, he's trying to not make it up here that he's hurt too bad. But
and the referee on the far side there on Foothill side is going to be the one that takes over, so it's going to be 4th and 1 as the offense stays out on the field for Merced.
This is big for Merced right here. They need that yard.
And finally going to bring out the punting unit. So Dasani Tate, once again. Last time Tate and the Merced College Blue Devils punted, it was a high snap over the head. He had to fight for it and only kicked it about 10 yards past the line of scrimmage, and hopefully this time they'll get it to him well. No fake this time as Dasani Tate high but short. Takes a decent bounce as it's picked up at the 41.
Foothill scores, Merced scores, Merced scores, Foothill scores, and we still have a 15-point game.
Out comes Johnson once again, and Gabe Herrera also in the backfield. Two receivers both sides. Johnson, turnaround, handoff, Herrera. He's fighting for yards and cuts upfield for about 4.
Herrera's game is getting to the outside because he has the speed. Merced can match his speed because defensively they're on top of him, although he did get 5 yards on that play. You give Herrera that outside run, he's going to be gone if he can turn and burn.
They're going to give him a total of 5 as he stays in the game. There comes the chant from the sideline again. Defense from Merced. It worked last time. Can it happen again? Herrera around the right side. He gets the first and more.
Give him that outside. He's going to pick up that speed. Again, Merced can chase him down. Cody Chapman on the tackle, but not before he got, quite a few yards there. I mean, in 2 plays, they've gone 19 yards, and that's been all Herrera. This is their workhorse. This is the guy who they were waiting to see today, who's had a couple of big plays. He scored a touchdown earlier in the game. And so they're going to go back with what they know as they wrap up the third quarter. This will be the last play of the quarter.
Back with that one deep safety as Herrera cuts up straight through the defensive line for another first down.
We're seeing why Foothill is 3-0 and a ranked team right now with Johnson Herrera, the team that has put them up 3 games and no losses so far.
Looking at Foothill's previous games, they played Hartnell back on September 11th. They won 39-12, and then they played San Jose, and then they played Monterey Peninsula. All 3 wins by more than 2 possessions, and we're really seeing why they are like that right now as they're up 40-25 at the end of the third quarter on NorCal Sports TV.
What's your favorite part of this camp so far? My favorite part is meeting new people, such as teammates and old friends that came earlier.
I really like the one-on-one training. The coaches really tried to get the connections with the kids during the camp, so I think that was a really good part of it.
I liked the drills, the ball handling drills, and shooting drills.
I think, one thing that's very underrated here at the camp was meeting new people, because I thought there was going to be very little people here from all around here, but there's people from Oakland, there's people from Atascadero, way far, and just got to meet new people. I really liked it. I was enjoying it. It was really fun.
Start of the fourth quarter, Foothill up 40-25 with possession as Johnson will take a quarterback keeper up the left side, passing the 20 for another first down.
Well, this is what they're going to want to do now. Control the game. You're up by 15. Keep the ball on the ground. Keep the clock running. If you can move the sticks every couple of plays, then you will have success.
Before the break, we were talking about the opponents that Foothill has played earlier on in the season, and that was Hartnell, San Jose, and Monterey Peninsula. And all 3 of those teams are part of Merced's division, so this is a good look at what Merced is going to be playing later on as Foothill 3-0 against those teams. And Merced staying with it better than some of the other ones.
Yeah. Yeah, Merced defense just really needs to step up here, play their game, stay true to what they were doing.
Johnson with another keeper.
He gets the few yards he needs. This is what they're going to do now because they want to escape here with a victory. I think a lot of teams are surprised when they come against Merced. Merced has had some tough losses, but against some really good teams. Some heartbreaking losses, as they did 2 weeks ago. We game's not over yet here, but I think Foothill's been surprised at what they see that Merced can really do.
Johnson looks to throw this time over the top. End zone. Touchdown, Foothill. Wuda Ardone with another reception for another 6 points.
Six plays and 60 yards for the touchdown for Foothill.
And the PAT is through the uprights, 47-25. Merced looking to strike back, possibly get back into this one with 14 minutes left on NorCal Sports TV.
This broadcast of Merced College football is brought to you by Merced College, Dignity Health, Golden Valley Health Centers, and the NCSTV Summer Basketball Camp.
The Foothill Owls with another touchdown score, 47-25 with 14 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. I'm Levi Flores along with my dad, Justin Flores, bringing you all the action of Merced College Blue Devil football on NorCal Sports TV.
Hey, it's been a fun afternoon. Every time Merced gets close within one strike, one touchdown, Foothill responds. Unfortunately, this time for Merced, Foothill has responded twice, and so it goes right back up by 22 points. I mean, you're talking 3 touchdowns, and Merced has not had the best of luck today in the extra point category. But they don't want to give up on this. It's still, early in the fourth quarter here. I mean, we watched 2 weeks ago Merced with a 21-point lead in the third quarter, lose. And so who's to say Merced can't turn around and do the same against a ranked team like Foothill? Foothill has played a tough game. Merced has shown they can play with them.
There was a roughing the kicker on the extra point attempt previously, but it was declined as it did go through the uprights. And now Merced with a huge run back by Romello Presley down to the 31.
And we said it over and over, Merced does have big run backs. That one even bigger than the last one. They usually get a good 18, 20 yards. That one pulled up, nearly 30 yards.
The kick return average for Merced is 18 yards, which is 46th in the state out of about 80-plus teams. So about average for them, but when they do get a big run back, it's pretty big for the team.
Speed, agility, protecting the ball.
And here's Jacob Betancourt back in at quarterback, plenty of time, rolling right side, and he gets 2 yards on the carry. Sorry, go for it.
I was just going to say he just didn't like what he saw out there. The coverage by Foothill was really watching those receivers. I think they were surprised they saw Betancourt out there and thought, we better cover.
Nothing but positive yardage for Betancourt besides the first play that he had from scrimmage, and it was that interception, but he still hit the receiver right in the hands. Very devastating for Merced, and that's what kind of led Foothill to this path of scoring after scoring. It just led Merced down to devastation.
4 receivers going out, 1 out in the wing, Isaiah Hidalgo, but nothing doing as Betancourt was looking for other receivers and had to go down hard on that one. Now, this is not how Merced wants to really play their game. Obviously, moving this quick, 3, third down and long. Burning off less than a minute of game time here. Not getting a chance to move it.
And you mentioned Isaiah Hidalgo, who is on Betancourt's right side. Haven't seen much of him today. I don't even think we've mentioned his name, as he will block at this moment. Pass over the middle. DeMondre Evans for the first down inside Owl territory.
Yeah, nice play put right where he needed it. And that was a nice third down conversion for Merced. Nice little shot in the arm, little boost in the morale.
And back to Isaiah Hidalgo. He's actually the 4th leading rusher for Merced. Doesn't get the ball much. He's only played 4 games and 21 rushes on the season, as he gets about 3 on that one. Ryan Kraft is the 3rd leading rusher behind Incomprera and Presley. So Isaiah Hidalgo, one of those other players who they don't have much tape on, and he can make a big difference in the fourth quarter.
Showing that depth chart of Merced. They don't just have players, and a lot of them on the team. They got actual athletes. They've got guys who can play the positions, who can step up.
They have 7 running backs or 7 players that have rushed over 10 times, and that one blocked by the line, although there are flags all the way back where the safeties were.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, that one just bounced right off the helmet, I do believe, or a hand of one of the defenders in the line.
And inadvertent flag, they're going to wave it off. And Merced doesn't like that one too much, but it's going to be 3rd and 8, excuse me. So Betancourt looking to convert another 3rd down for the 2nd time in a row.
Yeah, they need this one here.
2 receivers to both sides. Man in motion left to right. A pitch to DeMondre Evans, who was the man in motion, and another jump and another first down as he's hit hard.
That young man needs to score a touchdown to make up for all these hops.
Another hurdle.
Twice he's done that tonight.
And to tell you the truth, at the very beginning, I didn't like the play call running on 3rd and 8, but DeMondre Evans and the Merced offense able to hold him off and get the yardage.
He was in full run mode, and he's the guy who gets 18-plus yards on almost every kick return, so it made sense to give it to him. And the fact that he's got that ability to see and look up and jump over defenders.
Empty backfield, Evan Morales with the reception, dodging 2 defenders, staying on his feet after a 3rd defender flies by, gets down to the 20 for a first down.
Nice pass play. Kept his feet running just because he was hit. Doesn't mean he stopped. No whistle. You keep your feet moving. Great heads-up play by Ezra Morales.
See the replay here. He gets 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then gets there for the first down. On the first down, so 21-yard line, high red zone. Betancourt on his two possessions as the quarterback, leading him down, possibly scoring again.
9th play.
High snap, drive. Back into the hands, dodges 1 defender, looking to throw right side, in and out of the hands of number 80, Darren Evans.
Almost picked off, too, but great heads-up play, at least looking downfield, seeing a guy that's there. And you notice Merced's got almost a whole new offensive team that's playing out here, and they're in their 9th play of the drive, started from their 33. And like I said, they don't just have the depth of a team that's big in players. They actually have athletes who can get out there and continue on with what the first team does.
Gets the defense to jump, free play, and they're going to call that one off. I'm not sure if it's because the offense jumped or if they just said we're going to blow it dead because the defense was in there. Yeah. And they are going to call it on the defense. So
wow, why they did that, I don't know, because they had Darren Evans looking end zone big time there.
A lot of the times when the defense is so close to hitting the quarterback or stopping the play that soon, they say we're going to blow it dead just so that nobody gets hurt. But like you were saying, they had open players, and Betancourt was already in the throwing position, so why they stopped it, I also don't know. But 2nd and 5 for Betancourt and the offense as he looks to throw again. Shovel pass. Hidalgo, spin move inside the 10 to the 6-yard line.
Man, that kid's going to be dizzy, but did he get the yardage from Merced in the first down? Way to go, Merced and Isaiah Hidalgo. He didn't just spin once, he spun twice.
And Daniel Rowlett back out there on the offense as well, along with Morales, Hidalgo, and Jacob Betancourt. Only 3 strong players out there as he's bootlegging out to the right side. Pump fakes. Throws and intercepts at the 1-yard line. And fighting his way past the 20. Betancourt with another interception. That's 2 in the game for him.
Yeah, unfortunate for Merced. Foothill excited. They get the ball back with 10-20. Second interception.
So back into the Foothill hands as there's 10 minutes, 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 47-25.
20-yard run back after the interception by Foothill.
And a new number out there for the Foothill offense, running back as well, number 20, Enoch Mpofo. And he starts it off with a run for a 4-yard gain.
Yeah, they're going to want to just run it up the field. They're going to want to play it safe.
And Foothill taking their time as well, just shaving the time off the clock.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, they've played hurry-up offense, hurry up. And right now with a commanding 22-point lead, even though there's 9.5 to go, they can control the clock here. And if they can move it and move the sticks.
And a big sack
for
Merced, taking Johnson straight to the ground. That's number 97, Viliami Makoni.
As I say, if they can move the sticks, all of a sudden I look up and whammo, man. You know, we mentioned Johnson, big quarterback for Foothill. He's built like a middle linebacker, 6'2", 210 pounds, but he just had a 6', 264-pound lineman from Maui, Hawaii. Say aloha.
And he also nearly had an interception earlier on in the game, in and out of the hands, and he also does have that cast on the left hand.
What an athlete.
Johnson dropping back in some trouble again. There comes the boom, hitting the backfield. No flags down as an incomplete pass occurs.
That would have been the shot in the arm with that interception there had we got it. But you know what? Hey, look what they just did to Foothill. 3 and out, dropped them back, extra yardage. Yeah, Foothill has to cough it up.
Still able to take just about 2 minutes off the clock on that one.
So nice defensive stand, Merced's defense.
Back to return, DeMondre Evans.
Game's not over.
And kicking from the 5 is Mickey Stokes. Nearly blocked, but gets it off in time. Evans there at the 45 to receive.
Oof.
Into Foothill territory as Evans is taken down hard.
Those are some tough guys out there, I'm telling you. Taking the heat every single week, holding onto the ball. Evans is a real gamer.
And now before they break the huddle there on the sideline, who do you put out there right now, Ryan Kraft or Jacob Betancourt?
Yeah, I don't know. You know, Betancourt has had some great series, but they're going to bring out Kraft. You know, I really like that last series and the team they had out there, players that we hadn't seen playing. I like the depth chart. I like the fact that they can throw different players out there. Look what they're doing here with 5 receivers.
Hidalgo right to left. Has the option. Kraft takes it himself for a gain of 7 or 8 yards and able to hold on as well. Every time Kraft would take it up in the first half, he would end up dropping it, fumbling it, and almost gave it up a few times. He did give it up once, but this time Kraft making sure, protecting the ball, both arms on it, and just barreling through the defense.
It was very unusual that he lost the ball as many times as he did early on in the game, and I'm glad to see that they're still allowing him out there to keep playing because he knows that's not his normal gameplay.
Pass out into the flat, caught, and a gain of 2 or 3 yards, and excuse me, but I don't even know who that is. It's Cadmiel Tenang, who we haven't said at all, sophomore player out of Los Banos.
Yeah, it's good to see. Like we were mentioned earlier, Merced's got a lot of players on their team, and when they throw players out here like this and you see plays made by them, it shows you that they don't just have a big team. They've actually got a depth chart of athletes that can play the game.
And Malari gets a first down on the one reception he's had in the game as Kraft hands it off to Hidalgo again. He gets a big hole for another first down.
I mean, look, he just went head first with that defender. Low to the ground, built for speed, picks up 13 yards. And it's these kind of plays that you look and you see late in the game and you think, Merced's down by 22 and they're playing like this. It's like, yes, they're playing hard against a ranked team. The Foothill Owls have come in playing the game, but Merced has not let up their game, and they know, and they've got gamers. They know they can play against this team, and there's no time to stop playing.
Romello Presley back out there in the running back position. 4 receivers, 3 to the left. Kraft looking to throw. Scanning the field, right side, and nearly intercepted as it comes out of the hands, but a flag down on the field.
Interesting. Yeah, the intended receiver, Ezra Morales there. Man, I thought he was going to grab that and take off with it.
And it's going to be pass interference on the defense.
They must have pushed him before the pass.
15-yard penalty down to the 10.
Wow.
So a big penalty for the Owls, which puts Merced onto the 10-yard line, which is just at that position where you can run it, you can pass it, you have plenty of options to do. You have that shovel pass, which we've seen before as well. And it's Kraft and Hidalgo, in the backfield. And there's that option that they have. Kraft taking it himself, though, and he gets only 3.
Merced was in this area in their last possession when Foothill got it back with an interception. The opportunities that Merced has had today to be in this game and to be closer in points, the score does not show the level of gameplay by Merced here today.
I absolutely agree with that. It was just some tough breaks. One play, really turned it around, give it back to Foothill. So everything that they did within that was absolutely great, like you were saying.
And Foothill has just capitalized on those turnovers.
Brinson in for Rowlett. Hidalgo takes it right side. 5, end zone, touchdown, Merced. 47-31 with the run from Hidalgo.
6 plays and 48 yards. Merced strikes again.
And they are going to stay with the offense on the field for a 2-point conversion. Why not? Give it another try.
Yeah. Give it to Hidalgo again. Let him find the end zone.
4 receivers out there, and Hidalgo staying on Kraft's left. Kraft, short pass right side, but hit immediately is DeMondre Evans, who loses his helmet. And it's still 16-point game, 6.5 minutes. We've seen crazier.
Yes, we have. Just remarkable to me that Merced is within 16 points this late in the game after missing nearly every single 2-point or point after attempt. It has really been a game. Like I said, it's been an unfortunate set of circumstances for Merced on some turnovers that Foothill capitalized on to score. Otherwise, this game would be a lot closer. The score does not quite represent the level of gaming and sports that have been played here today by both teams.
On the previous possession for Merced, Jacob Betancourt threw his second interception of the game at the 1-yard line. Very heartbreaking. And if they were able to convert that, it would right now be possibly with an 8.
Right. You take back that initial fumble from the very beginning of the game.
Kick return from the 15, finding huge holes down to the 35.
Yeah, it's there again, Keyshawn Ashford. He's just had a game for Foothill today. You really have to chalk it up to him. He has just been out there just playing his game and doing what he does, and he has shown today and to other teams that are going to see this game on film that he's a threat for Foothill.
And it's up to the Merced defense now. 6 minutes, 15 seconds remaining. Can they get another 3 and out? Can they get an interception, forced fumble? Many options that the Blue Devils have to get the ball back and get it within one possession. But for right now, Johnson in the pistol, handoff up the middle, ball's on the ground. Multiple players jumping on it, but nobody throwing hands, so I assume that Foothill has it.
I was going to say, does Foothill even attempt to continue to play their game? They're saying Merced ball. And look who's coming up with the cast, number 97.
Villami McConey. Are they moving the chains? Nobody's saying anything yet. The cheers from the crowd. Merced players still happy. Villami McConey, sad to see him. Still on the ground. But yeah, moving the chains. Merced getting the ball back.
Well, we were just about to say, does Foothill risk it? Do they continue to play their game? Do they just keep it safe on the ground? Well, what they were doing was going to play it safe, but a fumbled snap gives the ball back to Merced. Coming out of the game for at least a play, Villami McConey, who's had a wonderful game here today defensively for Merced.
Trainers will check him out on the bench for right now, but two receivers to either side at the 31-yard line. Ryan Kraft throwing left side up and over the hands of Dasani Tate.
I think Tate wants that one back. I don't think he was realizing that ball was coming in that fast, or going to be coming in that quick.
It's a little high over the top for Tate, and then Brinson was there on the opposite side where the ball dropped to his feet. 2nd and 10 from the 31, but plenty of options as they didn't have to go the length of the field like every other time. Defense nearly jumping on that one. Brinson moved from the left to the right side, loading up that right end.
Linebackers were showing blitz. Are they going to come in again?
Kraft throwing. Left side, Dasani Tate. In the hands, caught inside the 5. No, he's going to say it was incomplete. Dropped at some point.
No way, it actually hit the ground. I thought even if he was bobbling it, it was in his hands.
Let's take one more look at this. You see him on that left side, the lone receiver. And ball bounced up. Can't quite see it there on the replay. But now it's 3rd and 10. 2 quick plays looking to convert here. Going to go for it either way on 4th down if they have it or not.
Oh, yeah.
The snap. Looking right. Pass over the middle. Caught right at the 1st down marker. We'll see if he gets it to him. And that's Dasani Tate.
Let me tell you something about that play. You know what made that play? It gave Kraft about a half second that he needed to hop to get the pass to Tate because of a block by Hidalgo on one of the biggest linemen of the defense I have seen. If it wasn't for the block from Hidalgo that was that clean, Kraft wouldn't have been able to get that ball off that soon because that defender was coming in and would have hit Kraft before he threw it.
Leave it to the 3rd-string running back to make the play of the game. 1st and 10. Because of that, Kraft with a high snap again, taking it right side by himself, needs to protect that ball. And he gets to the 10 for a 1st down.
5 quick plays. They started from the 30 of Foothill. Down by 16 now with 5.5 to go. Merced still playing their game, staying true, even with players in the depth chart that we hadn't seen before.
1st and goal, Kraft again. Pitch right side, Hidalgo at the 5. Fighting for it. Helmet comes off again. Unbelievable how many helmets are coming off in this game. But Hidalgo makes his way to the 2.
We've said it before. If it's going to happen, it's in this game.
And what's sad now at this point is Hidalgo cannot play in this next play because his helmet came off. They're going to have to put somebody else in his position, and they're going to put Incomprera.
7th play of the drive coming up. They started at the Foothill 30. They've burned less than a minute off the game clock.
2nd and goal at the 2. Incomprera on Kraft's left side. 1 receiver on either side. Incomprera up the middle. End zone. Touchdown, Merced. Another 6 points on the board late. Only a minute after they scored. 47-37, now within 10. And the extra point is what really counts now.
Well, we talked about it all day today. The extra points have been the Achilles heel of Merced here today.
And I do believe they need to go for 2 as they were down by 16 just a second ago. So they need 8 and 8 just to tie it up again, or else it will be a 3-possession game now down to 2.
8 quick plays, 30 yards for the touchdown, and the Blue Devils back in this game.
Same formation that they scored on just a second ago. Kraft right side takes it up the middle, and he gets in for the 2-point conversion.
Right.
47-39. 1 possession if they can do it once again. 5 minutes, 14 seconds left. Don't go away. It's NorCal Sports TV.
My favorite part was just competing and meeting new people. You know, I'm always with my team, like practicing in high school. So it was good to come out and meet new people and play against them and and meet some college coaches.
And the dribbling with the Sacramento Kings coach, that was really fun. Meeting new people, making new friends. The games, I love playing games, yeah.
Just to be able to practice on my moves.
My favorite part of camp is meeting new people. I've made a lot of friends so far. It's a real great experience here.
bit too powerful. 1 second, has another shot, puts it up to end the game. Nails the three.
The crowd
Here is
goes
Shiner
wild.
for three. Yes, look at this. Everyone. The Merced College Blue Devils back in it as it's 47-39 and a muffed kick, and they will take it to the 30 before being taken down. But Merced College back in the game, and the kick returner very slow to get up.
You ever seen pictures? They put a carrot out in front of a donkey on a stick, and the donkey walks trying to get that carrot but can never get it. That's what this game seems like for Merced. They've gotten so close, and right now, again, within 8, unexpectedly, after Foothill had got an interception deep in territory where Merced was threatening to possibly make this thing even, and now we find ourselves, after 7 minutes of gameplay, once again Merced and the defense having to step up, and the local faithful that are here waking up for Merced.
5 minutes, 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 8 points, handoff left side. Foothill needs more than this as Herrera is taken down in the backfield.
That's a huge defensive stop because they're bringing out the boys that have been their workhorses for them. And again, this is a ranked team. 2 weeks ago, I hate to bring it up again, Feather River comes back 3 touchdowns late in the game to take Merced by 1 in that game and defeating their hopes of like, my goodness, we had a ranked team here. Here's another ranked team who has just been appearing when you look at the score demolishing, but really not. Merced has been in this game. Even down by up to 3 touchdowns at times, Merced just will not go away. It's like that carrot is dangling out in front of them, and they're trying to get to it.
Still taking their time. Foothill now not in the pistol, but in the gun. 2 receivers to both sides. Johnson going to take it himself to the left, and he's taken down at the line of scrimmage as well.
I mean, look at the defense. That's Cody Chapman coming in from his linebacker position. He saw Johnson was not looking to throw the ball, and he stayed true and chased after that big 6'2", 210-pound quarterback for Foothill. And now Foothill finds themselves 3rd down and long, deep in Merced territory, and there's only been about 30 seconds off the game clock.
And Johnson goes over to the coach to get his play called, and I just saw Mateo Brinson put his helmet on. He's ready to go back out there on the offensive end. The sideline, the crowd, already hyped up for what could possibly happen here.
I mean, we're not talking about 40 seconds left in the game. Merced's got minutes left in the game. The defense needs to stay true. No hard count snaps. Stay down. Wait for the ball to be snapped. And be careful and watch because Johnson, we know, has an arm. And if he throws a strike and he can get his receiver open, that could be dangerous as well.
Everyone needs to be in tandem here, and there's no doubt that Foothill is going to go for that first down, whether they run it or they throw it, but they just need to get across that line. They're not just going to try to get a few yards and kick it. They want to get there. Rodney Windsor, the safety, deep back near midfield. And Johnson looking to throw, and he's met at the line by a few defenders, and he's taken down in the backfield at the 24. A 3 and out, which forces Foothill to possibly give it up again here.
Cody Chapman once again chases him down for the big tackle. How many times have we called Chapman here today?
And they mark the ball down at the 25-yard line. 4th and 15 for Foothill. Johnson goes off the field, and the punting unit comes back on as DeMondre Evans ready to take back another punt return.
Evans averages 18-plus yards. We haven't seen him run one back for a touchdown yet. Incredible defensive stance by Merced with the momentum on their back. Cody Chapman with 2 huge tackles in the 3 and out for Foothill. Cody Chapman's a linebacker. I think they said, we want you to focus on Johnson. You stay on him.
DeMondre Evans has 5 punt returns on the season, 58 yards in total, an average of 11.6, and a long of 24. But let's see him surpass that today.
We saw him get a 33-yard kickoff return earlier. But yeah, he's going to get this ball in prime field position here. If it doesn't have a big hang time, Evans with 2 gloves in his hand.
And here's the snap, and the defense is there and nearly gets a hand on it. Very high, but the Blue Devils need to be careful on where the ball is going to land. almost close to touching a player, and it'll bounce down to the 39-yard line. Evans steps away as the ball went probably 40 yards in the air, dropped at the 45-yard line of Foothill, and gave an extra 15, 16 yards, placing Merced at the 39-yard line of their own territory. 3 minutes, 54 seconds left, down by 8.
And 61 short yards away.
Possibly tying it up. And Hidalgo back on the field with Ryan Kraft, Brinson, Morales, Dasani Tate. Merced crowd, home crowd, very hyped up as Hidalgo gets it through the center, and he stopped at the line.
Trying to follow his defending line, couldn't quite make anything happen there. They did give him a 1-yard pickup, strong 1 yard. But he stayed true in his play. Trying to follow behind number 59 on the line. Matter of fact, he came up thumping his chest. That's me, Daniel Canella out of Atwater.
Kraft yelling at the receivers off that left side as Hidalgo moves to that left. Rolling to the right, in some trouble. Needs to do something as he breaks away from the defenders past the 40, staying on his feet, and clearly goes out of bounds at about the 35. A good run by Ryan Kraft, who not only got the first down, made his way for an extra 15 yards, and getting out of bounds to stop the clock.
Man, he put on the afterburners and the speed on that run as he was being chased down by defenders. Never looked back, but he was close to getting hit with a shoestring tackle at one point. But, man, when he put the speed on, he was gone.
Got tripped up at the 45-yard line, stayed on his feet, which gave them an extra 20 yards after that. So now at the 35, Hidalgo still out there in the running back position. Morales, Brinson, DeMondre Evans, and of course Dasani Tate out there as the receivers. But do they need them? And here they go. Kraft looking to throw to Evans, but blocked down by the defensive line.
That 61 yards they needed to the end zone has been cut in half as they now look at 35 yards downfield to try to get this thing equalized here late in the game.
Brinson talking to Kraft as they set up the next play. And I think Ezra Morales, who is on the far right side at the bottom of your screen, I think he's a sleeper. I think they may go for him during this drive, not really paying attention to him on the defensive end. As Kraft looking to throw again. And Mateo Brinson, but the ball is way out of bounds. And there's a flag in the backfield holding on the offense, not looking good for Merced.
Yeah, that's not the penalty you want this late in the game. Obviously, you don't want any penalties at any point of the game, but that one's going to bring them back some. Can't let that get to them. Don't let it deflate them too much. Still a lot of time on the game clock, and we just need to get those get to the first down marker at the 25.
So they place the ball back at the 45-yard line. 2nd and 20 for Merced. 2 receivers to both sides from the right hash. Hidalgo pointing out one of the defensive players. And Hidalgo will block for Kraft as he throws it. And it's caught by DeMondre Evans inside the 20 for the first down. On 2nd and 20, Kraft finds DeMondre Evans making his way into the red zone. Now Merced once again knocking at the door.
You got to be kidding me. I said they needed 20. They get 26. Overachievers, this Merced Blue Devil team. What a play. Are you kidding me right now?
1st and 10, Merced quickly back out there on the offensive end, trying to get the defense to jump off sides. Pay attention to DeMondre Evans, who's in between Rowlett and Ezra Morales on that right side. And Hidalgo gets it again for another run for 4 or 5 yards.
A little bit of breathing room. 2nd down and 7 for the Blue Devils.
2 minutes remaining in the 4th quarter.
They've had Dasani Tate one-on-one on the deep left side.
DeMondre Evans guarded by Trayshawn Bishop. As Kraft takes it up the middle for himself, the defense trying to swat the ball out of his hands. Saw one defender actually throw the hand down there trying to knock it out, but Ryan Kraft able to hold on to it and take it down for the first down, 1st and goal for Merced.
Well, unlike Kraft early on in the game, he coughed it up on a fumble in their first series. It's unlike him. So they're going to do anything they can to try to get that ball right now. But here we are, first and goal. Merced threatening to strike here late in the game.
Kraft rolling right side, flicks it to Hidalgo, and he gets to the 6.
And this Isaiah Hidalgo out of Ceres High School. I'm sorry, he went to Central Valley. Excuse me, he went to Central Valley out of Ceres. 5'8", 185 freshman. Has really stepped up and become the game player here today, along with, defensively, I can't not pass Cody Chapman in some of his big stops out of Merced High School. 5'11", 190, he also a freshman. Having a game here today.
.111 left on the clock at Stadium 76, Don Odishu Field, as the Merced College Blue Devils on their home turf are looking to come back from a major deficit, score again, 8 points down. Romello Presley up the middle, fighting for the yardage, and he gets down to about the 4.
What a game for the Blue Devils here today, as they're going to let the clock run down.
It's
they're down 3.
Third down for them.
They've gone 58 yards of the 61 they needed to score. 9th play of the drive coming up.
Kraft gets the call. Presley, open hole, touchdown Merced!
Boy, they made that one look easy, didn't they?
47-45. Now it's just up to the 2-point conversion to tie it up. 35.4 seconds left. Ryan Kraft and the Merced College Blue Devil offense within the final 2 minutes, marching down, scoring again, and now has a chance to tie.
Gotta be kidding me. 61 yards, 9 plays.
Hidalgo comes in for Presley for the 2-point attempt.
Whether Merced gets this or not, what they've proven is they can play against these ranked teams, and they've proven it here today against Foothill. We're not going anywhere. We're playing until the bell rings and the final buzz.
Morales and Tate out as the receivers. Hidalgo on the left side, and they throw a flag from the back end, and they're going to call that on Merced, so they're going to have to go even further in the 2-point attempt. They're going to say delay of game, it looks like, on Merced.
Adding a little more drama to the mix here.
And now will be theirs from the 8-yard line. So 8 yards to go for Merced to tie it up.
Well, that changes, I think, a little bit here.
Demondre Evans coming into the game, so could possibly be a pass, or just trying to get the defense out of the middle.
Brinson in there, Evans in there, Tate's in there. All the hands, Morales in there. These guys can catch the ball.
Kraft looking to throw over the middle. Dasani Tate to tie it up. He's in the end zone. That's a 2-point conversion. 47-47. 35 seconds left.
Unbelievable. Merced's turn to turn the tide and come back from 3 touchdowns down to tie it up here late in the game. Oh, my.
35 seconds, 47-47. Don't go anywhere, because this is Merced College Blue Devil football on NorCal Sports TV.
What's your favorite part of this camp so far? My favorite part is meeting new people, such as teammates and old friends that came earlier.
I really like the one-on-one training. The coaches really tried to get like the connections with the kids during the camp, so I think that was a really good part of it.
I liked the drills, the ball handling drills, and shooting drills.
I think, one thing that's very underrated here at the camp was like meeting new people, because I thought there's going to be like very little people here from all around here, but there's people from Oakland, there's people from Atascadero, way far, and just got to meet new people. I really liked it. I was enjoying it. It was fun.
Merced College Blue Devils able to score and get the 2-point conversion to tie it up at 47-47. Squib kick up the middle, take some time off the clock, down to 30 seconds. And now it's time for Johnson and the Foothill Owls to possibly win the game in regular time or send it into overtime, where each team will have the ball at the 25-yard line and have a chance to score and possibly take it for themselves.
The Owls are 3-0 coming into this game. They're a ranked team just like Feather River 2 weeks ago and had no idea that Merced can play the level of play that they've done today. And Merced has done what Feather River did 2 weeks ago. Came back out down 3 touchdowns to tie it up.
Johnson looking to throw. Defense there, hits him as he throws, caught on the right side, trying to keep him inside, but it looks like they're going to call him out as the catch from Wuda Ardone gets him 8.
Remember, Johnson does have an arm. This guy is 6'2". He's 210 pounds. He looks upfield, and we know he can chuck it 60 yards, and I'm not just saying throw it up in the air, jump ball. He throws it 60 yards and knows who he's throwing it to and where he's throwing it.
7 seconds shaved off the clock with that one pass reception. Can't do that too many more times unless they do keep getting it out of bounds. But here's Johnson in the pistol once again. 2 receivers to both sides. Dropping back, the defense coming in hot, and they're able to take him down. And that keeps the clock running with 15 seconds left. No signal from the sides, and finally Foothill taking a timeout with 15 seconds left. Can they come back? Can they score in the regular time? We'll find out next on NorCal Sports TV.
This broadcast of Merced College football is brought to you by Merced College, Dignity Health, Golden Valley Health Centers, and the NCSTV Summer Basketball Camp.
On the clock.
17 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and the Merced College Blue Devils were able to march down the field, get the touchdown, and convert the 2-point to make it 47-47. An absolute showing from both teams as Merced came back from a 16-point deficit plus, and Johnson now looking to take the lead and win it in the regular time. Throwing it deep down the right side. Nearly intercepted, but it falls shy, and that'll stop the clock at 8.4.
I told you Johnson has an arm. He knew where he was throwing it. He threw it into coverage, obviously, but it wasn't like it was just something that was thrown out there. That ball came down with a purpose, looking for a specific player. Merced's defense wisely didn't get the flag, stayed in their lane, and just jumped up to either bat it away or get it out of the way.
And a whole new team coming out for Foothill. Looks like they're going to punt for the final play, and DeMondre Evans will go back for the return. So 8.4 seconds. As long as no Merced player touches it, and as long as Foothill doesn't go for the fake, it will send it into overtime. Multiple flags back there as DeMondre Evans muffs the punt, picked up by Foothill, and they're going to wave it off immediately. So those flags must be on Foothill. And up here from the booth, we're hearing too many players on the field, and that is devastating for Foothill as they did get that ball back. And the referee's still out there. Looks like Foothill celebrating on the sideline, but they called the ball dead, and that's devastating for Foothill either way, because since they called the ball dead, that touchdown doesn't count.
Yeah, that thing took an odd bounce. Hit a Merced player.
And here's the call from the head ref. Oh, and that will be against Merced.
Yeah, and that's been declined. Too many players downfield.
So it will be Foothill ball from where they called the ball dead. So now they have a chance.
It's a chance to win it right here.
Since it was called on Merced, they do have what they call a zero play. And possibly to win the game for 3 with the field goal.
39-yard attempt here.
Ty Goldsbury.
This is for the win. Well, you talk about an unfortunate turn of events, you know. I mean, if anything's possible, right, we're going to see it. We said it all day. This is it. This is one of those rare, impossible type of situations that we're seeing here. It was a recovery after bouncing off a Merced player into a Foothill player. He didn't get the touchdown, but because of all the players on the field, they called it dead. But they're going to give it to Foothill where they got it.
3 seconds on the clock.
37 yards.
They're going to add 3 seconds to the clock. And this is a chance for Foothill to win this thing from 39 yards out.
And the referee still talking with the Merced coach on the sideline. Very, very frustrated on the Merced side. And they're going to let him kick the field goal with 3 seconds left. They finally put that time up on the board. And here is Ty Goldsbury.
Cody Chapman is out there. He's had his hands on the ball today defensively.
The Merced crowd making some noise. And here's the kick. It's high. And that one's good as time expires. The Foothill Owls take the victory against the Merced College Blue Devils as the Blue Devils had it, tied it up at 47-47, but Foothill finally taking the victory.
Wow, that was not easy for Foothill. They are excited, but I'll tell you, the coaches are saying, wait a minute, we're a ranked team, and we almost got beat right now by Merced. Merced has nothing to shake their head at. They played hard. They came back. They tied it up. It's a tough loss, and I said we saw just about every type of scenario here today. You just cannot find a game that has the scenarios we had here today, including that last one there where the ball was recovered by Foothill on the kickoff and a 39-yard field goal to win the thing. Unbelievable.
Don't go away yet. The NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp postgame show up next on NorCal Sports TV.
What's your favorite part of this camp so far? My favorite part is meeting new people, such as teammates and old friends that came earlier.
I really like the one-on-one training. The coaches really tried to get like the connections with the kids during the camp, so I think that was a really good part of it.
I liked the drills, the ball handling drills, and shooting drills.
I think, one thing that's very underrated here at the camp was like meeting new people, because I thought there was going to be like very little people here from all around here, but there's people from Oakland, there's people from Atascadero, way far, and just got to meet new people. I really liked it. I was enjoying it. It was fun.
The Merced College Blue Devils now go to 3-3 as they lost to the Foothill Owls. In the final 3 seconds, it was all up to Ty Goldsbury, and he was able to make a 37-yard field goal attempt as time expired.
Yeah, what a game. We saw just about everything you could possibly see in a football game here today. Merced, again, coming all the way back down, 3 touchdowns, getting that 2-point conversion to even tie the thing with less than a minute to go. And just, I tell you, one turn of event after another. Merced drops another heartbreaker here at home. But another ranked team coming into Merced, walking away going, how in the world did we just clear that team? I tell you right now, these coaches for Foothill and the coaches for Feather River are still probably shaking their heads saying, why is not Merced winning certain games? Because these guys come out, they play hard, and the depth chart, the number of players, the different players that we're seeing play each time. Hidalgo had a game today. Cody Chapman had an incredible defensive game today for Merced.
That final possession there, the Merced defense was able to stop the Owls, and on the punt, the 4th down play, they punted it, caught 12 men on the field for Merced. DeMondre Evans muffed it and went down to the ground, and since he called the fair catch, it was a dead ball right there. And that's when the Owls were able to take over. 3 seconds put on the clock, and Ty Goldsbury, once again, the hero for Foothill, taking the lead 50-47.
Yeah, I don't want to take anything away from Foothill, especially a huge field goal like that, because back and forth the teams are either missing the point afters and so on and so forth. But to win it like that in the fashion that it was, an incredible, very entertaining game, and one in which is now on YouTube on NorCal Sports TV that you can go back and subscribe to and watch the game over and over and over and watch every single play and watch how this game transpired, because I'll tell you what, highly entertaining. And it was from the very beginning. Merced had the ball to start. It was unfortunate, of all people, Kraft couldn't hold on to it and initially had a fumble on the first series in which Foothill got the ball and scored. That was their first touchdown on that fumble recovery. But you know what? Once the Merced Blue Devils got their jitters out of the way, from that point on, they were in the game.
Thank you for joining us today at Merced College. I'm Levi Flores for Justin Flores and the rest of our crew. Thank you for watching NorCal Sports TV.